Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Divine Right of Kings. It's so good to hear from you all on this portentous morning. I think this morning we might start with Bastion and Percy. Are they just... Where are they at right now here? Are they cuddling?
I
Are
think.
they...
Well, is it? I assume it's. Is it? What time is it?
They haven't... I assume they haven't woken up yet.
Yeah. Then they'd just be like chilling. The TV would be on in the background. They'd probably both be asleep,
I love
cuddling.
that. And Bastion hears... Maybe he doesn't awake for it, but there's a sound of a little ding from a phone. And you feel Percy move to check it.
I mean, I think if Bastion feels Percy move, he is immediately like awake, uh, and he go and see checks to see what he's doing.
And Percy's just gonna keep sitting with you, and as you wake up, just gonna like put an arm around you, in that way that like that sort of comfortable and safe physical intimacy that's not particularly specific. It's just sort of a part of moving gently through the world, as if showing Bastion kindness is part of breathing. And you feel his body tense as he flips through his phone. He hasn't said anything yet.
What's going on? What's happening? Bastion sort of like rubbing the sleep out of his eyes.
Percy says, I think we're going to need to start moving.
What do you mean?
And he shows you his phone, and there's a bunch of news footage of a storm front hitting the edge of the city and shapes moving in the fog, in the swirling dust. And Passion, for you, because you're familiar with the movements of the maw, you see the little bits of light in the sandstorm that aren't just the sandstorm itself.
All right.
And Percy's gonna like hold you really close, give you a really big hug, say, I am so glad we got to spend this time together, and I wish the world seemed less intent on tearing us apart.
Do you need me to take you back to the dome?
No. I think the people need their hero now more than ever.
I want to make sure you get there safe.
It was always so specific. And Percy sort of mutters the phrase, "the storm is coming," to himself, kind of indirectly, and he says, I need to ensure that my father isn't about to do something very stupid.
What do you think he... What are you thinking?
The augur would speak repeatedly to my father of visions of an encroaching storm.
Uh...
And now that I know the nature of our NHP friend, I understand all too clearly what that must have meant. And that it was literal. And you feel like Percy's like slowly, like, you can feel like muscles tensing, his back starting to arch a little bit as he's talking about this, like, as he's putting these pieces together, like, he slowly starts panicking a little bit.
I think Bastion's going to grab his hands and squeeze them and say, It's a lot. This is a lot. But panicking is only going to make this worse.
No. When the world needs you,
It needs you too.
it is time for action. When the world needs you, let fear not be something that causes you to retreat, but rather informs your step forward. He nods to himself. People need you now. As much as I wish it, I cannot hold you from them any longer. And he sort of, here he sort of grips your hands back and he says, I will see you soon.
Stay safe, okay?
And you realize the muttering TV in the background, right, is also showing these pictures. Sort of incredulous newscasters not sure what to do. People believing that maybe the mass crowds of folks gathering from the sandstorm, the mass crowds of people gathering from the sandstorm are rioters, or insurrectionists. And Percy says, thank you. I will hold the grace and sense and determination that you have shared with me in my heart.
I think Bastion's gonna give him a little kiss on the forehead.
Oh! He's gonna return it. He's gonna return it and then he's gonna go.
Yeah.
And when he heads out the door, you hear sort of the moment he opens the door, you hear the sound of shouting and beeping car and people running outside. And you hear the sort of roiling, rushing sound of the storm outside. Comes rushing in for the moment that he opens the door. Closes it behind him. Speaking of the storm, I'm so excited to share with you all the board state of the storm. You know, maybe we should wait. Maybe we should wait Freeze out.
Yeah.
Freeze out, how's your morning going? Your mother told you that you were all taking a family trip.
Yeah, so I left at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
After watching a couple dumb movies with Elizaveta, Penn just, like, probably during the second movie, Penn started packing like he was going on a trip, you know?
Yeah.
A trip for an undetermined amount of time with and he doesn't know the destination.
Oh yeah.
It's just fine and normal. I think how much of, like, his tech can he bring with him in terms of stuff?
I mean, what are you looking for?
I mean, I assume that he's got a top like equivalent.
Oh yeah, all yours.
But I don't know how portable a desktop equivalent is.
I mean, you have at least one installed in your desk wing.
This is true. This is true. I mean, he had one before that. Cause like, surely. But yeah, I think the last thing that he'll do then is leave very as quietly as possible. He's gonna go through and just manually like snap all of the like circuit boards and stuff like that inside of his non Duskwing computer.
Oh damn.
Like
Hell
go
yeah.
through, clear out everything that he can think of, and then do some very quiet physical destruction, very methodically, just to make sure that trying to recover any of the information that may be on his personal computer isn't really possible.
I love this. I also I love each time when like digital security transitions directly into physical security.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like I assume that he like ported over, I don't know, probably a bunch of music files or whatever that he wanted that wasn't already on the Duskwing. But yeah.
How about the demographic data that we got at the beginning? How about the
that was never physically on the stored on the computer.
Okay.
He did not connect that to any networked.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
He did not connect that to any networked devices in the tower.
Love it.
He very much refused to do that.
Good. Healthy.
Oh yeah, making sure to shred the CPU as well. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that absolutely also happens. Basically anything that could be like, he's pretty good about his security, but part of that means that you're just paranoid. And would you believe it?
Sometimes it's an optimized behavior state to be distrustful of everyone, actually.
Like, he's pretty sure he didn't have anything that could lead to anywhere, but he does not want to be a fucking leak, you know?
Right.
Like,
right.
Especially if his mom is the one investigating. Oh my god, he has no idea where that would go. So
Yeah.
I think that once he's done that, he is Liza still there?
If you're packing up the night beforehand, yeah.
Okay. I think Penn's gonna look at her and just be like, I'd ask if I could crash with you, but I worry that might be the first place that's checked.
She smiles. She says, I worry that I won't be able to have you over for quite some time, but perhaps when the days are different.
Yeah. Looking forward to then. And then I think Penn's just gonna open his window, give his I assume that he has like a suitcase. Yeah, we'll give him a suitcase that's full of clothes and, I don't know, hygiene products and all that. And he is gonna just give the suitcase to Duskwing and then head out.
Oh yeah.
Just fly out the window.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Oh man. Is there... How does How does money storage work in this world? In terms of like,
I'm sure you can have an account and or some sort of liquid asset that's easy to flip.
okay, cool. Yeah, we'll say that he has some of those because I'm like, would he, if he can go to hotel, he would, but he would want to make sure that the payment option is not one that
It's anonymized and yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I assume that's well within your power.
Yeah. He has the equivalent of a Visa credit card with, like, no, not a credit card, but one of those cards that you just, like, store money on that you can get at Walmart or whatever.
I mean, if you're going to a hotel, there is one very highly rated, very exclusive, very private hotel in the city that we've already been to.
I mean, this is true.
If you want.
But, like, but also what places would his mom look?
Also true. Also true.
But
I don't
like,
think
even
I don't
if
know if she
they're
would have
very
time
good
for
and
that because
private
it's you and your
discreet.
father who are going on the trip, and I don't know if she would have time to ferry you out. It's not the vibe you got.
That's, that's real. Yeah, sure, I'll do the fancy hotel. I'll be fancy. Not beating the
Yeah.
allegations today.
Not beating the allegations today.
I love this. Then do you take a nap?
Yeah. I assume that he gets there at, like, I don't know, 4. A little bit before 4, probably.
Yeah. Then when do you wake up?
I mean, usually he wakes up between 5 and 6. But, I think he's gonna sleep in till maybe 8 today.
Yeah. You wake up to the porters knocking on the door, and saying delivery, and then walking away, which is like kind of standard practice. But you didn't order a delivery.
Of course not. Can I? Is there a way for me to see what it could be without opening the door first?
Nothing through the little like window slot is visible.
Okay. I open door.
Tastefully placed on the little window table, there's a bag of potato chip.
Oh.
Aww.
It's your favorite flavor.
Aww.
Mmm.
What is the flavor?
He's allowed to know where I am. That's fine.
Freeze out, what's the flavor?
What's the flavor?
Yeah, we have a good question.
Oh, what would his favorite flavor be? Red wine? Red wine flavored potato chips.
Okay, but if it's
Beef and red
executed,
wine flavor?
but if it's well executed, that does sound delicious.
Yeah, right?
I love this. Oh yeah.
Wild.
That's not actually the main point of the plot, but Baz has caused like a small industry of like startups to happen that are making new gimmick potato chip flavors because apparently it's very popular here.
That's my boy.
Then yeah, a bag of potato chips, and the words, and like a little note on it that just says you should check the news.
I do that.
You see the storm rolling into the city. It seems to have stopped at the edges of the city, partially rolling across the port district and across the spaceport. People are really unsure how to respond. News reports say that the House Guard is scrambling. A lot of it is interspersed, a surprising amount of it is interspersed with the idea that there are groups of ignobles gathering near richer regions of the city, and people don't know why, and that's very scary and dangerous.
God.
In terms of like what the focus of the media attention is, but you see the clouds and you see the shapes moving in them. Yeah.
Alright. Get ready to fly out a window for the second time this morning.
Oh yeah. I mean, they have a really nice roof access, actually.
Nice. Yeah, I'll probably just like message the group chat and be like, "Hey everyone, suit time."
And everyone's gonna get that ping. Almo, you're also going to get that ping.
Okay, I should ask, what is Olmo's current situation? Just because they handed their body over to
Almo, you're
Baz
sleeping
beforehand.
in your bed at the hotel that you had?
God damn it, Baz.
Your body doesn't feel tired. Like, you're used to Baz, like, sort of churning through it, but your body doesn't feel exhausted.
First things first, I'm gonna try and contact Baz, just see if they're in my head. Are you there, Baz?
Oh, yes.
What's the current status? What's going on?
We
Are the
had to
mechs ready?
leave.
What do you mean?
If we had stayed there, the Maw would have caught us. So we had to leave.
Were you able to get any of the mechs out?
No. We had to leave quickly.
Damn it.
But
So
also,
all
you
that
got
was for
to nap,
nothing.
which was fun.
Not so fun. That really screws us. Not that that was anything you could have done about it, but that's not a
You
good
needed
development.
rest.
We needed those mechs more.
Yes.
Alright, they're gonna go and check the group chat, see the message.
Mm-hmm.
Where's everybody meeting?
Oh, you do hear that ping sound from like somewhere else in the building when you say where is everybody meeting. Unless, Frieza, do you have your alert sounds turned to low?
Yeah, they're not gonna be.
Okay,
They're-
that's so
they're not gonna be
responsible of
loud.
you. That's so responsible of you.
Yeah, they're just gonna send to the group chat, where's everybody meeting? Where's Cass?
Oh, I think Bastion, messages, Cass is with me.
Alright. We need to start talking about strategy right now, because we should have been doing that yesterday, and we didn't. What is our objective here? Are we trying to save the city? Because I'd like to, but given the current status, I think we just need to get Cass out.
I mean, I think Bastion texts back, regardless of what your goals, your guys' goals are, mine is to save the city, and I'm not gonna leave it.
Far more than this city is going to be on the chopping block if the Maw gets Cass. If we'd been preparing, we might have been able to form a perimeter, start fighting, but the Maw's already got the spaceport. There's nothing we can do at that point. Where are we going to put all these people? How are we
Contact.
going to fight nanites?
Contact. Sends a message to the group chat. Contact says. Actually, Contact's gonna straight up call everyone. At that.
What answer?
I know
I
this
answer.
connection isn't the most secure, but sometimes needs as must. It's so good to chat with you, my friends. Awful
Cut to the chase.
interesting weather, isn't it?
Just cut to the chase.
I have some good news. Well, I have some news. I'm afraid that shipping may be in dire need. I know that some of our favorite projects were being worked on in the shipyard, but perhaps we may have to take a rain check on that. Likewise, I know we all mentioned that coffee shop we'd like to visit. Unfortunately, the weather is bad there too. Likewise, spot of interesting weather. And a video goes to the chat of the gas from the maw sort of extending out of the main body of the storm like a tendril. And from distant aerial footage, it looks like there's something going on towards this way. It was funny spot of bother. May be difficult to take the train as well. I'm afraid I don't have any more biscuits to share. Now might be an excellent time to reach out to friends, see if they have plans for the day.
Got it. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for whatever help you can provide.
Always happy to look out for a friend. And on a note other than pleasantries, I'm sorry. Do message me back if you need anything. And do reach out to your friends. And call ends.
So,
I think Bastion is going to send some messages to all of his friends as well as Charlotte. There we go. Lots of C names. And say, things are happening at the spaceport. Do you think you guys can handle it?
Handle it? I think Naomi goes, "Oh, I was born ready." And you get a message from Aaron that says, "Listen, you can't be everywhere at once."
I think Bastion sends back a little dog blowing kisses.
Nathan says, "I don't know how much we can do, but we'll do our best."
Thank you.
Almost just gonna send another message in the group chat. So what is our plan as a group?
Also, do people want that rundown in plain, non-spy English?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be good to have the rules, yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yes. Hey, there are 3 points of the mob appears to be attacking. Based on all the news reports and the other information you have available, it appears the maw is stopping. Like, the large force of the sandstorm is sort of like stopped progressing and is swirling around these 2 points in the city. One is around the spaceport, and one is around... Oh, look, it's Shifa's coffee shop. It looks like it would have charged
and also
Bastion's garage.
House.
Funny story about that. If it knew that Cass was in Bastion's garage, it probably would have gone right for it, but it hasn't done that. It's focusing its intent on Shifa's, which means that it's probably gathering there because that's a place that it knows the player characters have gathered in the past. It's been keeping that storm front up for the last 4 hours. One of the tendrils is extended over here and appears to be sort of in a richer area of the city, attacking the train. Like it's around a transit center, which is odd. The largest mass is currently off the board right now because it's not.
I think Bastion is also going to message Percy and ask him if he can get a message to his brother that the train port could use the guards. If he's able.
Percy's not responding.
Oh, that's cool. I think then
almost just gonna send the message in the chat again. What are we doing as a group right now?
What message did you send to Charlotte?
Charlotte, Bastion says, could use your help at the spaceport. Winky face.
That's cute.
And then, I guess if Percy isn't responding, Bastion's going to message Penn and be like, can I get Elias's number? Just such a crazy ass.
Penn, funny story.
Penn's just gonna... Oh no, what?
No, you know what? Yeah, you got it. No one's messaged you yet. It's fine.
And as
I'm
soon
just
as
gonna message again. It's like, can we come to a consensus? What the fuck are we doing right now?
I think Penn's going to say, in terms of infrastructure that will be debilitating to communities, if it's destroyed, spaceport is most important.
That's
I
also
think
our only
Bastion's
way
going
to
to
get Ben's
message-
off planet.
Bastion's messaging, I have friends helping out at the spaceport.
That's great. Let's do that in a coordinated fashion. I have assets there they could make use of.
And then Bastion also sends, I'm also trying to get people sent over to the train station as we speak.
Look, we need to establish priorities here. What are we trying to defend? Because right now, the mall could roll over this city en masse if it wanted to. It's clearly not for some reason. But it could just wipe out neighborhoods, if it so chose. We need a way to stop it, not just put out fires. Because the second it decides to stop fucking around, we are screwed. This city is done.
Bookkeeper, you're gonna get a message.
Yeah.
Bookkeeper, you're gonna get an official message for an invitation to a brief offer of services meeting.
Hey, what now? From who?
From Carrion Company, LLC.
Oh.
I'm gonna just message contact and just make a quick request for possible what's the word? Funds. And if those are on the table or not for city defense.
Contact weirdly brief messages for him, right? Funds are limited, period. Other folks you could ask, period. Pause of a few seconds. Be careful of who you invite to the party.
Okay. Carrion Company, huh? It's an offer of service.
A brief meeting to establish tactical parameters and offer of services. Urgent, marked as urgent. Offer pending prompt response.
Cool. Can I roll investigate and just do a common sense check on how trustworthy Carrion Company is, and also the relation of the number that they texted to me and to my persona?
Yep.
Cool. Accuracy for research?
Yeah, oh yeah. I didn't even give you another accuracy for you've tangled with them before.
Oh, that was... I made a mistake. That 8 was in the wrong spot. 1 second.
Oh, you're good. You can give me another roll. That's fine.
18.
He's plenty. Yeah, so you remember the commander.
Bloodthirsty, likes killing civilians.
Seeing her, yep. So part of what comes up is that's the official formatting. That's the official notation Looks like that's kind of Carrion Company's business model, is to sit in orbit around a potential flashpoint and then wait until there's an active crisis, and then be the only mobile orbitally dropped troop option available to people on the ground who are abruptly willing to pay a premium for their services.
Incredible. Well,
and you see a lot of reports of mass casualty events with the commander, but also, like, they do get the objectives completed.
incredible. Well, the fact that they're offering implies that they are either not on contract to Lofton / Blue Man exclusively, and just poking our head into that just to make sure that they're not going to drop on us or against our objectives would probably be a good idea.
Mm-hmm. It could be.
Where's the meeting point?
It's just a brief call with stakeholders.
Okay.
A brief pitch meeting.
And where's Bookkeeper at? And is Eleanor still asleep?
Eleanor's gone. Eleanor headed
Okay.
out. I used to still find Bookkeeper on the roof with Red Hen, as they were at the end of last session.
All right. Yeah, let's make the call.
Let's make the call. You just hear giggling sort of quietly on the other end of the line.
Incredible. Yeah, Bookkeeper's gonna wait patiently.
Hello! Are you here for the shareholder meeting?
That was what I was invited to, yes.
Did you know your number's in the phone book? Not the point. They were very busy with staff shortages, so I get to act as official communicator on the grounds that we might have built a rapport.
Damn. So out of character, let me just grapple with this. What? Okay, in character, a rapport, based on our last meeting.
Well, I mean, she did try to kill you.
Oh, like I'm saying that directly to her, just like a rapport, ... based on our last meeting.
Well, I believe that you saw firsthand our utility, and I just think that you should get the opportunity to do whatever you seem right. I'm sorry. It's been a long, cold sleep, and I'm just a little excited. So, here's my question for you. We would like to offer you, for the low price of an ongoing stake in the security contracts currently held by the House Guard of House of Kings, a direct and immediate intervention on your behalf.
And
With a tenure of at least 15 years and a 50% stake in securities contracting.
Bookkeeper's gonna just mouth, "Why are you calling me?" Not saying it out loud, but like, what? And what makes you think that I have the authority to broker a deal like that?
I think that you're very active, and they left me alone in the phone room, and you've got my number. I think you'll have the funniest response. I think you will figure out who is most receptive to that. And I wanted you to have the opportunity.
15 years, full contingent.
Full contingent?
How many of your forces are you willing to commit to this contract?
Enough.
And this is around the clock on call?
after the details of that 50% stake can be negotiated after the current crisis has ended, but a minimum of 50% stake is mandatory. But you will have the assistance of our forces for the remainder of the crisis.
Incredible. Send over the paperwork and the clauses under which you're willing to work, and I'll see what I can do.
I think you should act really quickly, because it's a very competitive it's a competitive market right now. Anyway, and you receive like a message with like a whole set of like very official paperwork, and she goes, anyway, they left me alone in the broadcast room, and so I felt that there were business opportunities they hadn't explored, like people who just have their name and face on the internet and I can just look it up. I think that a Union spy hiring us would be very funny. Anyway.
And potentially embarrassing. Anyway,
ta-ta! Give us a call if you know what's good for you. And hangs up.
incredible. Cool. Immediate next action is going to use a word search to thoroughly search for anything that says if you kill civilians, you're fucking fired in the contract.
Oh no, that's not. There's a couple like ask covering accountability clauses that essentially like through some like pretty straightforward legalese like do make them not culpable for any of the events happening during an ongoing crisis.
Amazing. And they have never worked under oversight before, and there's no precedent for them not causing a hideous amount of collateral damage.
I mean, sometimes they haven't. There have been moments when they worked in like a salt flats, and that there weren't people there. It doesn't necessarily mean there's like an active intent towards collateral damage, but like you've seen the sort of heavy grenade ordnance and like sniper rounds they deploy on stuff. Like they're not gentle with the environment around them. That's just not how they do things.
Can I reach around on the net and try and find somebody who has a orbital picture in real time of the city? See if there are any points that they could be deployed that would meet those criteria.
I mean, you fully have an orbital map of the city. It's all yours. Okay. It's here in front of us.
Okay. What's this over here?
Oh, one sec. The lag spike happened. Okay. What's whichever where?
This
appears to be some sort of heavy or changing sand. The storm seems to be leaving something behind it.
Okay. So it's not an origin point, it's a drop.
Something like that. It's like a slowly gathering deposit pile. That's glowing in that way where it looks like it's interspersed with the Moss nanites.
Alright, can I call my nanobot lifeline Ulma?
Yeah.
Alright.
Open communications while we're in tactical map.
Like, while all of this was happening, you've probably been seeing Olmo, like, freaking out in group chat.
Yeah. Alright, you're the expert here. Is there any way to bring the fight to the storm? And are there any notable visual distinctions that I'm missing? I don't have the information here.
So out of character real quick, did we establish the mod does have to use those, like, central nanite processors, right? It isn't a full gray goo.
It's not a full gray goo. It's a networked. To my understanding, this instance of the mod at least is a networked series of connections between the larger sort of more solid frames that produce the swarm.
Yeah. So like it can extend itself pretty far with those nanites, but like they will eventually run out of power and die, and it's going to need to produce more at those central hubs.
Exactly, and it needs material to do so. It wasn't at its full capacity before, and part of it reaching that capacity was eating the ship.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was wondering, where I was going to get metal out there.
Yep. That's why
Okay.
that's why all the evidence is gone.
Yeah.
Because it was hungry, not like a strategic reason.
So it does have central points that we should be able to hit. Those won't necessarily take out all of the subframes that are currently going, but they would at least hinder its ability to produce more of them.
Interesting. Okay.
There
Is
isn't a big red button that we can hit, though, to shut it down. Even if we destroy a lot of those subframes or those central locations, right, it will still be active. It'll just be severely reduced.
Okay. Is there any chance that we could drop a strike group around here and cut off this tendril? I'm hoping
Possibly,
to...
but they're still going to be produced from back here. Ideally, you'd want to go ahead and hit whatever production facility it's got going there.
Okay,
Facility, quote unquote.
got you. Because otherwise, it's just going to keep manufacturing major frames to send out and perpetuate the swarm.
Exactly, as far as I know. I
And
should
also,
say,
this is one offshoot tendril. The main storm is across town.
okay.
Main storm is back here.
And I do just want to be sure I have it right. So it is producing the units that are able to produce nanites in these things, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
also,
unless we actually
it's not
cut those
clear if
off.
like one of the small nanites by itself could start a reproduction process, however slow.
Oh, so we're not even sure that it could use one of those smaller forges to rebuild the big one?
Exactly.
Oh, damn, okay. Significantly more limited than I thought.
It is a significant. Well, we're not sure if like one of the ones the size of a locust could, given enough time, reproduce the entire swarm.
Okay, that's definitely the
That might also be possible.
information. Yeah, almost going to be operating under that assumption at least. So that would be the information they pass on.
Safest, yeah.
Fascinating. The House Guard has a pretty good foothold within the city. Potentially contracting Carrion Company with a radius exclusion to hunt out in the sands.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I especially liked the idea of sending them here. I thought
I
that
do.
sounded...
Where's
Cool.
here?
What is 50%?
I need you to hit tab to bloop stuff.
I have been hitting tab.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh,
Give
just
me
out there.
another one. Where's here? Aha.
Everyone's been blooping out here.
Ah, I see now. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the other stuff means. So
What does 50% mean? And
Oh, it
when
means
it comes
50,
to renegotiate.
for when we're not giggling every 4 words, it means that 50% of the money spent on defense must be given directly to Carrying Company for their services, for purchasing their services, for aid in 50% of what House of Kings spends on defense now goes to that free company.
Cool. Can I do one more knowledge check on them?
Yeah. All yours. What do you want to know?
The problem with mercenaries is that there's a good chance that they'll weigh their life against any money that they're given. What's the how far is Carrion Company willing to go for personal risk, and will they deploy into high-risk zones? Not suicide missions, but
Well, they'll deploy
actual...
into situations that are actively unimaginable.
Okay,
Because they have
cool.
a record of at least 25% survival rate on their side, and that is part of their MO, that's part of their advertising, is that they're willing to deploy into hopeless situations.
That just make them a lot more useful. Can we draft together a proposition from what she sent us and a proposed use case for the outside of the city?
But also,
sand?
again, any deployment of them is the next 15 years of them having a direct
also,
personal involvement
What a
in
bring
the
up.
city.
How do we have the ability to negotiate this contract for the House of Kings?
We don't. We have a proposal that theoretically is binding. We could use that, or I'm sorry, the House of Kings could use that to respond to the current situation.
According to the paperwork, you will need a cosign from one of the ranking members of the noble family in order to confirm such a deal. Hey, Bastion.
What?
Percy does message you back. He says, "I'm very sorry. It's been very busy. I'm just sitting up now. What do you need?"
I think so. I'm going to talk about. I'm gonna try and do this in like a generalized. So I think Bastion tells Percy that he needs him to let Elias know that they could really use the house guard over at the train station. Yeah, that's where they're hitting.
Yeah, so the 3 points they're hitting is the train station, Shifa's, and the spaceport.
Yeah.
Which
so
is odd because the train station is sort of the odd one out of these targets.
Yes. If they could hit the train station. And then, so it seems like people want to do the spaceport fight. Yeah, like that's where we want to, as a group, want to congregate our.
I don't actually know about that because the spaceport, if you have your friends going there, and if I can redirect some of the ARG players there and instruct them how to use those frames, or at least how to
It might be best
activate
for us
those
to
frames.
hit up Shifa's then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
I don't think we should be sending anyone else to Shifa's, and also I think it is important that we protect it,
Understood.
not just because it's coffee, but because it's a.
It's also, I would also like to
poor
note
neighborhood.
that Bastion's house is also within that circle.
Yeah.
We also do need to figure out what we're doing with Cass. Are we taking Cass with us? Are we trying to
That is-
move Cass as far away?
That's going to be
If
part
so-
of the thing Bastion is
Yeah.
going to do.
Although
I
there's
have to get
one,
through a bunch of other stuff first.
there's one
Welcome to the
confounding
tactical map.
factor.
We have too many concerns to consider, and also some of the consequences are like long-reaching.
Bastion would
There's-
also like to contact Tabitha and also Spite. And see if he can't also send them over to the train station area.
I love that. Tabitha not responding.
That's fair.
Spite says, "Lol, Lamau," and shows you. And there's a screenshot of the news footage of looks like some of the larger. Pardon me. Oh, wait one moment. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon.
Did you
Okay.
make sure to unmute yourself?
So Spite, I muted myself in on the yeah, I'm
Yeah, you're all
unmuted on
good.
the Twitch. But yeah,
Oh, you're good. Okay.
I'm better about it now. Okay,
I'm so glad.
so Spite
Proud of you.
messages you like a screenshot, like it's like a photo of like
Mm-hmm.
a news screen somewhere, that shows like several of the larger Balor frames like ripping apart train tracks. And then like a shipboard screenshot of the same train station and Spite being like evacuated. And it was like round and round we go, huh?
Yeah.
What was just going to put out there? Is it just trying to hit transit routes out of the city?
It's hitting a transit route that's going to cut off parts of the city from one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, specifically the other spaceport.
So I think Bastion sends a message. Is that a yes or a no?
I think she's gonna send back like, "Oh baby, I was born ready." Sunglasses emoji.
I think that's all the friends Bastion can contact. Also one more person over there because I don't know of how helpful House Guard is going to be. He'll contact a Horus lady.
Yeah, I was gonna say Olmo's gonna reach out to them too.
Oh, you can do that. I can save that for you if you'd like.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be as simple as just like letting them know what's going on and that they should probably get down to the train station because that's where they'd be best used.
Yeah, that was my thought as well.
Oh my god, what if unnamed lady and Spite meet?
I'm hoping actually.
Match made in
That
hell.
would be beautiful.
Match made in hell.
It'd be so good.
And then
Activated
I think
secret achievement unlocked to the toxic Yuri.
Yes.
I think. Sorry, I'm taking
I think there's
so
an age
long.
gap there, though.
I'm trying to move a lot of pieces around the board.
It's an age gap joke because Spite is over 500 years old.
Yeah.
But also, Unnamed is older than her.
I think that Bastion is then going to talk with Cass.
Yeah. 1 sec
I
on
think-
that.
Yeah.
Olmo.
Yeah.
Olmo, you want to contact our Horus contact?
Yes. Yeah, just let them know. When I reach out to them, anything weird or...
She picks up immediately. She says, I can't get a hold of, have you gotten a hold of, Shifa?
Oh, fuck. No, we're going to be dealing with that in a moment.
I can't get a hold of her.
She's probably... Well, I don't know. We're going to find out in a moment, but we know that the Maw is congregating around their place.
I don't know what to do if we can't contact. Right.
Do we not have any redundant way to get the word out?
I don't know what to do if we can't contact her. That wasn't how this was supposed to work. All the cute flirty from her voice is just gone.
Look, she has to have backup plans in place. There have to be other communication channels that you can use. Just try to get people
I've tried
away
all
from the
of
edges
them.
of the city. Fuck. Alright, look, if I could ask you to make... You already have the keys to this, what am I saying? If you could go ahead and try using the ARG, just organize people through that. I'm going to be focusing on the spaceport and over by Shifa's coffee shop, but if you can try to get them organized down around the train station that's currently being attacked, we just need to get civilians out and anybody who has a mech or anything that could be used to fight the mob into that region.
And you want the civilians out uptown?
I mean, if they're not in direct harm's way, I don't see any need to move them, but just anybody who's currently in the path of the mall.
Everyone's in the path.
Well, yeah, it does seem to be focusing.
Freeze that, you're gonna get the call.
Who am I getting a call from?
Elizabeth.
Oh, good. I was wondering. Okay, great. Lay it on me.
The first thing you hear on the call is just a howling noise, like a low, persistent roar.
Liza?
Yes, hello? She's whispering.
Do you need an extraction?
It's here. I can't move
right.
out of here. I don't know what to do. I
What are
wasn't
your
ready
codes?
for this.
Coordinates?
Sorry to call. It's in the center of the train station. She's in the center of whatever the mall is doing over there.
I'm like,
Although it just says we hunkered down in the train, and I just tried to stay down and do whatever I could.
how many are there?
There's about 6 people on the train with me. I don't know who else is nearby us. It's keeping the clouds away from us. It's like they want people in the neighboring buildings to see what they're doing. I don't know what else to do to explain this.
Heard. Okay. I'm on my way. Pen's gonna just are we still all in a call together? Is the group chat all in a call together, or are we back to messaging?
I think we're messaging.
Yeah.
Because I know that
Okay.
you and Dozer are currently on a call actively.
Yeah.
Okay. Pen's just gonna let everyone know that actually he needs to do an extraction at the train station.
I think Bastion messages, I can have some, if you feel the need, absolutely. But I have Spite over there and I can ask if she can do it.
Awesome. I'm fast enough. I think I'll be able to at least run an assist. Yeah, I do need to be there, and then I'll be able to...
I will note, if any of you go to any of these zones by yourself, it won't go well for you. These are hot zones, hot enough that they do need the entire party's worth of force to interact with.
And so that would be the thing. We could always redirect assets that we were going to put there up towards Shifa's, right? But whichever one of these we don't personally interact with, there will be consequences likely.
Yep.
Whatever resources we leverage. We might be able to mitigate them, I'd assume, but...
You can't be in every place at once.
As a player...
Yeah.
As a character, Pen needs to go.
I mean, yeah.
But also, if that would be not a... I mean...
At some point, you're going to have to
Bastion's
trust some of your loved
message-
ones to others, and that's going to be part of this experience.
I think Bastion is going to message Spite and inform them of the situation with the train, as well as anyone else he has messaged towards that area. So the house guard and also Tabitha.
Are you going to tell
Cool.
Percy about the offer from the from Carrying Company?
Has that been mentioned in the group chat?
Yeah, that should have been circulated.
Yeah.
One more quick addendum on the contract.
Yeah.
Is there a loophole that would allow Carry On Company to be forced to work on desert development as a part of the quote-unquote defense spending?
That's a brilliant idea. I don't know if you have time to go through all that paperwork right now, but that might be something that you could set someone on to figure out, because that may well be available.
Okay. Let me know when I can work on that.
I mean, so that's gonna be a post-crisis thing. So you have to make that decision now, and then hope that that's the way it works out. The paperwork is designed to be long, so you can't read all of it on purpose.
And there's no chance I can have it flash read by Baz.
Oh, you
was
can
about to
definitely do
say.
that. Oh, you have an unshackled NHP that can help with all those kinds of tasks.
But also, don't forget, like, any of these systems, they are autonomous, so it is the NHP that is reading it and making decisions and not us. Which, like, I trust Baz, but there could be consequences there, too.
Worst case scenario, I figure we're just going to get a giant potato chip effigy out in the desert.
Exactly.
What do you do with
I
all
mean,
those
worst case-
funds? You see, potato.
We need potato farms as far as the eye
worst
can
case
see.
scenario is that we guarantee that this company of people who are all too happy to just allow all of the collateral damage to happen decides to stick around here for another decade and a half when they weren't guaranteed to do so otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, the contracts, on our end at least, forbidding them from mounting up within city limits, could mitigate some of that, but you're right. They
Yeah.
will still take contracts on planet.
So let's see. All right, real quick, I guess. So do you want Beth to read that then?
That's up to you. That's
Oh yeah,
but yeah, that would be
play forward that to Baz.
yeah.
Ooh.
With that then, since Olmo, so Olmo saw Freeze Out's mention of their friend, right? being in the wreckage over here?
Yes.
Okay. With that, then they're just gonna send in the group chat. I realize this might be hard, but I can, at the very least, let others who are going to that region know what the problem is, but I don't know that we're going to want to divert ourselves there.
Bastion mentions I've let multiple groups know that there are people on the train that need help.
Okay.
And I think
I don't-
Bastion will let. Well, I mean, how are we feeling about the Carrion Company contract?
I don't love it, but if we genuinely think that things are going to be ending up worse without it, then I think it's a Faustian bargain we can make.
Bastion would be against it.
Yeah, I know Olmo would be very worried about it. They would be willing to go through with it if others really were of the mindset like, no, things are going to end up poorly if we don't. But they're definitely certain that there's going to be some way this company is going to try and twist the terms.
Also, remember that that's 50% of all defense spending goes to them, if they get it, and also remember, unclear if someone else will be interested in hiring them, because it does look like they word contracts in such a way that you don't have to actively have money right now in order for you to hire them.
Oh. Wait a minute. They wouldn't work for the mall, would they?
I mean, I'm not sure the mob would work with people.
That's not the one I'm worried about.
I mean, eventually, there are others that might make use of this, but in terms of defeating them all, I don't think anybody's gonna fucking try to subvert that.
Oh, no, absolutely. But if we deal with the crazy thought, dealing with the mob, but if we deal with that, the Augur and Lofton still exist, and both of them, I think, at least Lofton is crazy enough to be like, I don't have the money now, but
almost
nuking
definitely
the planet.
Oh fuck.
We also know that the Augur was actively telling the Lord of Kings about this, knowing that it would happen. So the odds that he's going to do some sort of thing to take advantage of it are high.
Yes, that was my other thought. Is Carrion Company is, at least in my opinion, too play by its own rules and untrustworthy for us to be here's this 15-year-long contract. Go wild. That's all.
Yeah, almost definitely also worried about the state of the revolution afterward, but they're kind of writing all that off as, well, that doesn't even fucking matter. We just need to deal with the maw, and then we can maybe look at what happens after.
Yeah. Well, hold on. If 50% of... What if we try to drive the House of Kings into bankruptcy with the Carrion Company?
Not a thing that Bastion would... Not even an inkling of a thought Bastion would have.
I don't even know that we could. The amount of wealth they wield is genuine. This is but one of the worlds that they have, dominion over, as far as I understand.
Remember,
House of Kings.
House of Kings, little. House of Kings, not very effective. House of Kings, most of its bills are paid by interested shareholders who think that they're neat as a social experiment and want to forward their politics by making them succeed.
Yeah.
Plan no one thought of. Drive them to bankruptcy.
Excuse you, Ben thought of it.
Ben thought of it, but at the beginning of the campaign, I don't think anyone was like, "No, we should solve this." Bankruptcy.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing. At this, I don't know. It's hard to say because House of Kings might become something that we could use with Percy being there.
I mean, maybe. Fashion's not thinking that far ahead.
No.
two thoughts. First thought, if they get a huge amount of money, maybe they can afford to send Captain Hyena to therapy. Second thought,
Not gonna happen.
percentage pay is variable, and they could subcontract out to donated, interested defense forces.
What do you mean by that?
So, say House of Kings has a defense budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're forced to commit 50% of whatever they spend to Carrion Company and their troops and seeing things as they say fit. But just like was mentioned before, House of Kings is a social experiment propped up by other houses, meaning that if House of Kings isn't the one spending money on defense, it doesn't have to go to Carrion Company. That brings up its own set of questions of like, if somebody else is policing your streets, how much control do you really have? But
I mean, 50% of the defense budget, regardless of who was paying it, would have to go there.
no,
Also,
it's
like,
House of Kings a defense budget, not the planetary one.
yeah,
The
like,
planetary budget, I'm pretty sure, is the House of Kings budget, yeah?
currently,
Yeah.
assuming there's no,
Shit.
deposing of the House of Kings.
Yeah.
The purview of House of
that-
Kings is
yes.
literally this one planet.
Yes. That was my... Yeah. I mean, if we... Yes.
So, I mean,
also what you were saying. But...
like, if we get rid of them, it wouldn't be a problem. It is giving them a tool that they could use, but if the contract states they can't deploy within the city limits, it's a much less effective tool.
For sure, I just don't know if I want to touch that with like a 10-foot pole, right?
So for,
Do you want to hold off until there becomes more of an emergency and then make a split-second decision that we've kind of agreed upon now if absolutely needed?
I would be more comfortable with that.
The price will go up, but listen, that could be part of your calculations too.
so for the price that they're asking, I feel like a exclusivity clause is more than warranted. And if there's an exclusivity clause that states that they cannot deploy around unthreatened infrastructure.
There is an exclusivity clause in terms of who hires them. And once they have signed a contract, they are contracted with whoever hired them for the duration of the contract. So it does, like, literally, one of the options is paying them to stay off the board.
Oh. Well, none of us have the money for that on our own, but...
When I say paying, I of course mean the thing that they're asking for, which is crazy. Like, the price is so high.
Yeah. I mean, I would also just raise the point that we want the contract to state not within the city limits if we can, because, civilians can endanger infrastructure very easily.
Oh yeah, and that would be like a further negotiation, but also Elizabeta might be like in danger now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we have the House Guard sending that way, hopefully. Spite over that way. Horus Lady over that way.
We're deploying a lot of assets.
Maybe Tabitha, if Tabitha ever gets back to me. So that's like not an insignificant amount of people headed that way. Spaceport.
And then can I also just say that I know I'd mentioned, right, having a no-named Horus contact controlling the ARG, but if I could actually go and just make sure that the bulk of the ARG, right, like maybe they're using this communications network, but like people are actually showing up to help out at this.
Yeah, what would they be doing?
So there's a lot of mechs there that they could easily have already set up. You just need to go ahead and deploy the liturgic code to them. They've already been disabled, though they cannot go ahead and interact, right, or spread the liturgic code at all. So, like, yeah.
I mean, I think are we concentrating this area?
That does make sense. Yeah, exactly. And, like, largely what they're I'm gonna, I guess, in that case, if it is possible, spread them thin with the idea that I'm gonna deploy however many I can over here to actually pilot those frames, just so that they're actually useful for some end, but only as many as I would actually need to, like, get in the cockpits of those frames.
Oh, I also sent Charlotte over here. The assumption being that Charlotte was the one in the cool mech. That listen, you can tell me I'm wrong if I am, but if I'm not, I've sent the message and they do to request them over here. But we've also, I think, yeah, so the train station we have, I've sent a message to Tabitha, the house guard, and we've sent a message to okay.
Should And they are kind of the beef in that fight. There isn't really much in the way of actual, like, lion mechs down there otherwise.
Okay. And maybe a Duskwing? Maybe?
So I guess if we're having this conversation in character, at this point, Olmo would be very open to the idea of contracting with that group, provided we're able to at least put in very firm terminology that they are not allowed to deploy within the city. Ideally, just hit over here. Try to stop the flow. I think, right? If others are okay with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Do we know how effective disrupting the tendril supply lines is going to be, and how immediate of effect you could put into place by just hammering bits here? Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, there's a lot more than sand in here.
So what you're saying is that we can't ethically deploy the scorched earth people in the city, but they would be very helpful.
I mean, considering we're trying to save lives, I feel like it would just not actually be helpful to bring them into the city.
Yeah. There's also just a very kind of dark calculus that, like, not dark, just not very uh good, I should say, I guess. Calculus, like, the only thing over here are rich people. Like, these are all the rich people.
Well, in real talk, yeah, they could probably rebuild easier.
And also, like, I think if we prioritize the people who are currently there on extracting the people on the train and not necessarily defeating the Maw in that area,
Oh, good point.
Yes.
that might actually be a more effective tactic. Because
Yes.
I thought you were going to have the house guard there, which would make that easier, but we don't. So
And
But that's
actually
also-
having someone who can teleport and a goblin
Exactly.
extraction would work way better than having someone who can teleport and a goblin.
Okay, I think Bastion will let them know that like extracting the people on the train is first priority.
Okay, hang on though. Just the overall. I'm sorry to muddy this even more, but just talking about what the mall wants, I don't think that Elizabetha is their direct priority. They're attacking transportation infrastructure very specifically.
Yeah.
Sure, but I don't
And
think that
train
they
station.
care about human life. If
Oh, yeah.
those people die, they die.
So
Like that's
why are they cutting off the escape routes?
For Cass, I'd assume. Keep Cass in the city, stop them from getting to either of the spaceports. And that will bring us to the question of what do we want to do with Cass?
Also, because the mall kind of doesn't use public transport to get where it's going, generally speaking, like an overall use there seems like it would be very. The more you destroy supply lines, the less people can move to respond to your actions.
yeah.
Yeah,
It is a siege tactic.
yeah. It's very much a siege tactic. That is, in terms of infrastructure, of all of these places, I do think it would be the infrastructure that we can afford to lose right now.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Out of everything that's happening, I think that is the place that we can most afford to lose, not the people there, which is why
Not the people. Not the
I'm
people.
emphasizing extraction. But I
Yes.
think like that is our least important point to hold. Which sucks, because I would love to hold all the points.
Yeah,
But-
but we cannot hold all the points. So how do we
Unfortunately.
minimize loss of life while accepting at least 1 point lost?
Also,
Yeah.
Elizabeth, funny thing, right? Elizabeth said that they were keeping the swarm itself, which is a lot of what tears through incidental civilians is the swarm, because the frames do stuff, right?
Yeah.
Where the swarm just eats. And she said that they were keeping the swarm kind of back from the train, almost as if they were trying to make sure that people in the buildings could watch the Balors tearing the train apart itself.
It's
Which was
a weird
interesting.
tactic. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I have a very fast mech and a second compartment. I can just carry Cass to the spaceport. Like, worse comes to worse, that's an option.
Yeah, I know the decision to leave this as our weakest point is going to bite us in the ass, and I'm just very interested to see how it bites us in the
I
ass.
mean, no matter what we do, something's gonna bite us in the ass.
Exactly. That's the thing. We're just choosing which way we get bit.
Isn't fighting them off fun?
Yep.
You're having a good time.
I mean, it's turned into a fun tactics game, and I do love strategy games. I've found out. I found out this year I do love a strategy game.
Welcome to Hell Siege. It sucks.
All right.
So we're
Go
not
ahead.
worried about the the carry-on troops contracting out to another interest on the planet?
That is a good point. That is something I think we are still worried about a bit. But I'm not sure we have
But
the
also, that
ability.
contract might not be signed with anyone else immediately either.
That is a worry that I can push to the back for a minute. There are,
I'm-
I think, more pressing concerns.
That's the
I think-
this task sorting problem of like important, urgent. It doesn't go in either. Important, but it doesn't necessarily go in the urgent category because that category keeps shrinking in its scope.
On that note, though, if there is still time, Olmo will go ahead and give the contract to Baz to rewrite, just with the understanding that like it would be rewritten with the stipulations that like they wouldn't deploy within the city, and would there be anything else that people would want to add?
I think
Deductions
somebody
from pay for civility and casualty.
All right.
Very
Anything
good.
else?
I still think setting them to work building infrastructure, even if it's under the guise of quote-unquote defense, would be
Okay.
Desert infrastructure. Make them build a huge sculpture park in the middle of the
I
desert.
love it. I love
That
that.
would
I
fuck,
love
though.
the bookkeeper's
One of
like,
those
"Hello, I'm the
huge
nerd.
desert
Have we considered
sculptures."
making them do civic works?"
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Make them build one of those like lightning gardens in the middle of the desert.
Commander Kirkuta's gonna fucking hate
We'll
it so
talk about
much.
this later,
She's
Mars.
gonna be
You'd
so-
love this.
I'm googling.
The side effect also is that if they spent time building things, they're much less likely to blow them up.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Okay. Well, yeah, one would hope. But
Nobody. I feel like most of the people there aren't well, so maybe
Yeah.
they build things just to destroy them.
I don't know how to say that mercenary is one of those jobs that selects for a certain group of, like, a certain set of, like, decision making and mindsets that leads people to be in the field.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Ulmo will just give that to Baz with the understanding, right, that like we could go ahead and throw this back at them as like, hey, okay, we're willing to, but here's a new contract with some minor adjustments.
Like, do you want to get paid? This will
Yeah.
get you paid.
Exactly.
And honestly, that if we need it, that would keep them busy for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
I
Now,
mean-
of course, Baz is the one reading this, so we don't know exactly what form it's all going to take, but
There's gonna be some potato chip clauses, and I think that's just gonna have to be something we're okay with.
sadly.
Why is there a new cult in the desert that worships potatoes?
It's a good thing. Don't worry about it.
I like how Bones was like, yes, the combat this episode. And it's been an hour
Listen,
and a half, y'all.
actually, if we have an hour and 32 minutes of board meeting, I've succeeded.
I would
So-
agree.
Dick freak.
Consensus I'm hearing is that we're going to let the right ass cheek get bitten, go to defend that spot
Why
in the
is
middle.
it the right
and-
ass cheek?
If that's our right ass cheek, does that mean we're defending our asshole?
I wasn't going to say that. You said that.
I'm just posing a question.
Okay. Wow.
A philosophical
No.
discussion.
Uncouth language. Dang.
Chifa's coffee shop is the taint.
I hate this.
No.
This sucks. Everything about this sucks.
Sorry.
Gold made this the
We've been
worst.
strategizing too long. I'm getting loopy.
Yeah.
We gotta do something.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Bastion
Alright,
has to talk
we
with
should go
Cass
here.
real quick.
Oh yeah,
And we also do need to figure out what we want to do with Cass.
we should go here.
Yeah, that's why Bastion's gonna talk with Cass real quick. Is that okay? Is that okay with everyone before we
Do
do
it.
that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Last thing about carrying company though, if the objective is Cass, theoretically, we could just make a fucking run for it and use carrying company as a wall along here and here to theoretically get out in the open. It would put
I
us
don't
in a
wanna-
lot of danger, but they might redirect forces from the city.
I don't think they will, because they're not.
And even if they did, we would just die with Cass, I feel like. Because, like, even if we fought round after round, right, like, we would have all of this coming to eat us out in the desert. They wouldn't
Yeah,
have. That's a good point, that
But-
they wouldn't be able to rebuild.
but with the exception of your frame, we are blindingly fast. And the Maw is incredibly fast. In territory it holds, which we would be trying to leave. Like, I think we could make a good run for it, a good go for it in the desert for a while. However, out of character, I don't know if that's the direction we're going. I'm just proposing it.
Yeah, I still don't want to use carrying company.
That's very fair.
Mhm. And I do feel like we would definitely be able to hold them off for a bit, but in the end, we would just be out in the desert with it moving through the sand.
But if we can buy even a day, we do have people who can shift things pretty substantially. Anyway, Desert Arc doesn't sound like it's where we want to go, so I'll leave the planning to everyone else.
Alternatively, we just tell Percy, and then whatever decision he makes, and we don't have,
Yeah.
and then it's not
I
on
don't
us.
want to put that on Percy.
Or it'll
That's
leave
his
it-
Boy,
job.
is so much. It's not his job.
I mean, it is his signature.
It's his job.
It's. I
Alright.
mean, Percy is not in a ruling. Percy is not even
It's his
next in line for the
birthright.
throne.
Oh, he is third in line for the throne, which does meet the conditions of the clause. That would be your inroad.
It would
Yeah.
be, but also, that's not his job.
It's
They
So-
just make
So
him
you're
do
saying
that.
if we made the decision for him, then just said, "Hey, Percy, sign this," that's okay. But if
No, I
we just
mean, we would
let
have
him
to
make the
ask
decision
him.
himself, and then
We would have to ask him, but also it's a lot to put on one person's shoulders.
Yeah, like with no advice or input, I should say. Yeah, just like you make the choice. We have no recommendations.
Okay, That sounds good. Do we want to talk to Cass and then in the short term defend the coffee shop?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
But I think that Penn is going to be can he just stay on the line with Liza?
Yeah. I mean, she ended the... I mean, you can call her back. She ended the call, so that essentially they were making less sound.
Okay, I think that Penn is going to just message her, assuming she's put her phone on silent, and say, keep me updated. There's someone better for extraction than I am who's coming. If you want to call me, and then just... I'm here.
Any editorial on Spite, by the way? Any editorial about the people we're coming to get who are, let me see, your Horus contact and the 500-year-old ex-Secom foot soldier.
Bastion sent a message saying that, like, hey, your most important, like, the number one thing I would really love for you guys to do is to extract people from the train.
Oh yeah, I meant does Freyset have anything he wants to send to Liza to warn her who's gonna come to get her?
She'd need warning. She's just two mechs that are better for extraction.
They kind of are, though. Spite kind of like well positioned for civic works because of what her mech do than almost anyone else.
Yeah. And then also the person who can fuck up a machine. Hell yeah, that's what we need right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Can I have a little combo with Cass?
Yeah.
I think Bastion goes over to Cass's little shell thing and goes, "Hey, bud.
It's time."
Mama's here. Yeah. What should I do? I know you don't like answering shoulds, but
this is one of the last choices, and I'm really glad that you got to make it. I'm glad we got to spend this time together.
Me too, bud.
I always looked forward to it.
Do you want me to leave? I know you're not allowed to give me spoilers. But would you like me to leave you here or take you with me?
Cass defers his brow, because liking is kind of a new thing for him. Cass's liking isn't necessarily available, because I know what's going to happen. But maybe you would like to have me with you.
Alright. Do you just want to get in my compartment?
Certainly, although that's quite the way to say it. Yes, perhaps that would be helpful.
Alright. And Bastion's gonna put him in the little,
size half compartment you got?
Yeah.
I think as you're suiting up, as you like shoot up into the Nelson and the sort of the machine wakes up around you and you get ready to move, Cass just says, I hope it's okay that I let you make these last choices.
Yeah. Thank you.
You only get so many.
Cass, you're saying ominous stuff again. It's making me worried.
They never liked when I did that.
I mean, I don't mind it. I don't think you can help it. I think it's just part of who you are.
I hope that it wasn't too onerous.
No. Cass, I've had a wonderful time.
Me too. And team, I want to ask team a question.
Yep.
Where are we feeling like what's concretely the plan? It sounds like we know what's happening at the train. Essentially, we're going to let me see if I've got everything so I can hold it all.
Got it.
It sounds like, from what I heard, the decision is that we're going to use the tools we have to extract people from the train, but not actually stop them from messing up the train station itself, because frankly we don't have the force there to do that, but we might have the force to get people out.
Yes.
Which means that the transport lines in the city will get really messed up, but also the people will get out. Step 2. It sounds like we're sending Bastion's friends to the spaceport, as well as the ARG people, to see if we can get some pilots in the freshly minted Liturgicode machines.
And also the star that pierces the dawn, or whatever it's called.
Maybe.
Rising star that shatters the heavens.
Yeah.
Well, some of us gotta have KSBD names. It's gotta happen someday. And you messaged Charlotte. Where did you ask Charlotte to go?
I asked Charlotte to go to the spaceport.
Okay, understood. And so our goal here is hopefully they will be able to clear a space, get people out of the spaceport, and get pilots into those Liturgicode machines.
Yes.
Okay, which leaves
We dumped
us
a lot of power into the spaceport.
We're dumping a lot of. I mean, it's
Especially if we're not going there. It is very important that we.
No, I mean, we're dumping a lot of power in there. It should be good, is what I'm saying.
Like, as far as I understand it, beyond just getting people in the mechs, the objective is, like, keep the spaceport clear?
Yeah, is to hold it, I
we're
think.
trying to hold it. Okay, understood. And that leaves our team going to Shifa's?
Yes.
Do we... and going, like, if we do want to hold it, that makes sense, but, like, do we actually want to hold it?
I mean...
I believe giving orders to fall back and focus on rescue.
Yeah,
or,
I think focusing on keeping people safe, actually, is the
If-
I mean,
Extracting
If
the people
holding-
and the frames, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, it does make sense to hold it if we're looking at that as a potential, like, place to get Kaz out if we need to, but if not, then I don't see any need to.
Just one more strategical thing. Don't we have, like, another team of Lancers coming?
Unclear
Soon
how
TM.
long the FTL is going to take to bring.
Come on.
If Union support is coming, it's not here yet.
Which, you know, we should have expected from Union.
Also,
I mean, but if we can
Contact
just-
made another call, and he was really excited about that one, but it doesn't appear that you haven't seen any fruits from that yet, but he did mention it a couple times.
So maybe I think what our goal might be is to hold, to, like, fend off the siege until we can get those extra pieces of help.
I think that trying to hold spaceport is a good idea. I think that it should not trying to minimize people dying in the process is obviously
Yes.
ideal.
So just say, hold
And
if you
that
can,
should-
but prioritize falling back and, like, maintaining personnel frames, all of that, like, keeping all that
Yeah.
intact is more
If
important.
it doesn't seem feasible to hold, don't die for it just because someone said hold it. But
Yeah.
if it looks like something that is possible, dear God, please.
Yeah.
We're so fucked.
Two points in the favor of holding the spaceport. One, the industrial frames are phenomenal for standing their ground, up armored at the cost of mobility. So in a straight brawl, like the Maw seems to favor, I'd give them pretty good chances.
True.
For sure, but
This is
We
also the
also-
very
I
edge
am
of the
always
storm
going to
we're
say
seeing.
hold. That's why we're saying hold if you can.
If you
If
can.
not,
Of course.
But like, if it looks like you're going to be spending the mechs and lives holding it, don't, because in the end, right, like having that open would be nice, but having those mechs in play afterward would be really nice too, given the political situation we might find ourselves in.
Yeah.
And that brings me to my second point. It's a logistical hub that reaches off planet. The ships, I believe, outside of the domes are the largest concentration of most edible material.
Oh yeah,
it's not
a shipping port's probably full of edible material.
Yeah, delicate components, aircraft, aluminum and titanium. List goes on, right?
So we could maybe even say, like, pull any gear out that you can. Don't even hold the spaceport. Just deny them food.
That's also another good option.
The spaceport also would be a great place to hold out if we can. Like, if the whole city starts to go to shit, the large large amounts of equipment and printers, as well as, like, ample space to quarter on
You want to know what honestly would be a better place to hold out? And this is going to sound crazy, but one of the domes, because if we remember correctly, the domes have like crazy
heavy armor plating.
Yeah.
No.
It's almost like they're built with the idea of a siege in mind. Just they didn't think it was going to be the Maw, but they were built with the idea of a siege in mind. You ever been
levels of
a public school or a college built after the 70s, where they
and they're going to have food and water in there as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So maybe just say
ecosystems. Almost.
Try to deny the Maw any food you can, pull back with the mechs and whatnot. That way we've got those in place for if we do need to pull back inside one of these.
Yeah.
Because also, if we did, we would have to be forcing our way in, because House of Kings would try to shut the doors.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. But But also
that's distant future.
At this point, that's not an urgent priority.
All right.
Those are our plans for next year.
All right. I mean, that sounds like a very clear set of directions. Are we going to try and get people out of this scenario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Is anything left of Percy's frozen mech? Not Percy, George's frozen mech?
Oh, well, let's go check, shall we? As I say, popping up a load screen all casual like.
I don't like that.
Oh, did you not know that there's unique maps for any choices you decided to make?
I mean, I did know because I heard you talk about the fact that you were making 3 separate maps, but
I just think it would be good, actually.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You'll definitely have to show us the other maps sometime.
Sorry for the chug.
Yeah, that would be fun. Oh, all the buildings were just huge for a minute, and that's what I thought it was gonna look like, and I was like, that's a crazy fight.
Actually, this is not the Metafault fight where we experience a representational nightmare.
This is too many, actually.
Welcome to fighting the Maw.
Is it bad that I'm glad we're in the city so I have things to grapple to?
Are we just trying to get people out?
And map up. Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Can you remind me real quick that is it that these swarms go away if we take out these?
The swarms go away if you take out this here. Let me real quick. Let me get you your deploy conditions, because those are relevant to looking over the thing. So let me real quick drop in. Bam. That's where you can deploy. All right. So yes, not all of them necessarily, but a lot of the gnawing swarms will go down if you take out hives. The lurkers can teleport between the gnashing swarms. And the reavers are very heavy.
So which ones are because we fought them before, so which ones are controlling the swarms? The reavers?
Hives generate there's 2 kinds of swarms.
Oh, because this is the hive. Okay.
Yep. There's 2 kinds of swarms. The hives generate the gnashing swarms, taking out a hive is the way to shut that swarm down. The lurkers generate hives generate the gnawing swarms. Lurkers generate the gnashing swarms.
Okay.
It was named specifically by Yon Balor to be as difficult to understand as possible. The
Thanks, Yon Balor.
The lurkers create the gnashing swarms. The gnashing swarms can be attacked directly.
Okay.
I will say
So it
you
seems-
fought the maw at a lower power before it was starved, so all of the maw's frames have gotten more intense.
Okay, so it seems like our goal is going to be taking out hives and lurkers so that we can get the people out. Right? Like the reavers are probably not our top priority.
A lot of this is going to be about getting people out. When you arrive on scene, it looks like the swarm is passing around groups of people and just holding them there in these small eddying tornadoes.
Yeah.
As you see the frames stalking around the neighborhood.
Is there... Can I... I mean, I guess I can't see from probably there, but is Shifa in there?
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
Just when we pull up, Olma is just gonna say, "So help me God, Cass, if you chose the fucking wrong option here, well, I won't be around to be mad at you."
Oh, sorry, there's Shifa.
Cool, okay.
And Shifa's, yeah. There's Shifa. Well, what would Cass be wrong about?
Coming along, why the fuck did they want to come along?
Oh, yeah, Cass, not Vaz. Yeah, you know. They want to be together at the end. It's fine.
Don't say that.
It's
Don't say
fine.
that. I think that
That
guy
was the
right fucking
So
now.
feel free
that
to
was the vibe I was
deploy
getting.
your frames anywhere along here within this the red deployment area.
Can we get our mechs?
Oh darn it! Oh
It would
darn
be
it!
helpful for deployment.
Every day. Thank you for your patience. Let me just here. Let me pose the camera while I fiddle with this. Let me pose the camera out over the just nightmarish looking. Is that the version that turns into
Chat,
machines?
it's bad in here.
It's not. Chat, it's bad in here.
Chat, the vibes are whack. Save me, chat.
Oh, and
vibe.
the thing is back. You know
I found our
watching Eyes of the
local.
Maw.
I found our local rolling fog cube.
Shh, it's fine. This is the first map, so it's not well hidden anymore. Don't worry
I
about
found
it.
you,
It's
rolling
fine.
fog cube.
It's fine.
My friend, my solace in these dark times.
We love you, Rolling Fog Cube. We do. I mean, we can do.
You've been with me
a
through
cool
everything,
sound off.
rolling fog cube.
Here is class warfare. Here is. Uh-oh. No. Hold on. There's gonna be some fishing. Wait a second.
Yeah, I should probably not move my guy right now.
It's not
The-
you. You're
Oh, it's
fine.
you?
It's me.
You fool.
Don't mind me taking the map objects, the map
yeah.
versions, and sizing them back up to fit on the map like they should.
Vast, I have a
Pardon me?
quick question.
Yeah,
What?
what's your question?
You have flight capabilities.
No,
Damn.
that's not a thing I have. That was not in the new
The new build.
yeah, it was not. Flight was not in the new build. I have other things.
Because it looks like a lot of the objectives, the hives, are up on roofs.
But I feel like I can climb up there, yeah?
I believe it halves your movement, and I don't believe climbing is allowed in a straight movement.
Yeah. I don't think you can. You can climb up there, but I don't know if you can like super boost up there.
What does that mean?
I
I mean, can I just use my movement to get up there, or is it
Yeah.
like...
Yeah.
However, within the restrictions of the ramjet, that might be tricky.
I mean, I wasn't planning on using the ramjet.
You
for
are
start.
known to go sicko mode.
Just run face
I can
first
get
into
up
a
there.
building.
I can get up there without using my ramjet.
Can you do it? I don't believe...
You are known to run up walls, open paren, fast as fuck boy, close paren.
I mean, I can get... If I can't move through there, I can move around the other side and still make it with boosting.
Wait, who's on a
Oh
roof?
shit, you're right. You are pretty. You are small enough.
Oh, there's a couple on roofs. Okay.
So I'm going after... Just so everyone knows, I'm going after this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To try and clear him out. If somebody with, like, other capabilities wants to try taking out the hive, maybe over here?
I'm gonna move Nidhogg into position, wherever that might be. That's been the go-to strat. I believe since this is going to be...
There we go. Thank you for your patience, everyone.
How do
Keep getting told here.
this is gonna be a bizarre question. What is line of sight? Is that literally anything I can see?
Line of sight, yeah, exactly. Line of sight means, can I draw a line to see it?
Because,
and line of sight is the most literal on the 3D maps because, like, I can see it.
Hey, how do you feel... Hey, Mars, how do you feel about getting to this other rooftop over here?
Right here?
Yeah, with a zip line. How do you feel about zip lining?
I love zip lines.
Okay, cool. I got some fun new toys.
It looks like just obviously these guys can move, but it looks like if this one and this one are cleared, these two swarms, these folks would have a direct exit.
Oh yeah, if we want to get focused on like, yeah. I don't know which. I forgot there's a hive over here. I didn't see this little fucker.
Yeah, wait, remind me, which one are you getting on the roof of to go hit again?
This guy.
This guy, okay, cool.
Because I can get up there very fast.
Central hive
Yeah.
unit.
I'll put myself right here.
Yeah, so
that
maybe
okay?
if we want, I think what would make the most sense is we basically tried to blaze a trail starting with the group closest to us so that folks can escape.
Yes. Somebody could take out this hive because I feel like he's probably got some of the ones like in
Yeah,
this
I was
area.
gonna say.
Am I allowed to be on a roof?
Yeah.
I mean, the roof is in the deployment zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if I can focus on these two, that'd be decent.
What two?
And then these two over here, and then trying to get to moving slowly to a more central location over here, or starting over here, either one. We'll just want somebody on these two, though.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it looks like first hives.
If you
that
want
we
to
should
take these
focus
two,
on are
because
these
you
two.
still have that thing where you can like sit in between two things and just eat them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Although
just
they're
wanna
gonna try to eat you back, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I have 24 health now.
The pineapple of mech fights.
Beef,
And I regenerate 6 every turn.
beef,
Yeah.
beefcake mech.
Wait, you said 25?
24.
Oh, okay. Still down.
Yeah, I would love 25 because that would push me over the cap for rounding up for a bunch of stuff, but couldn't quite make it.
So if we can get these
Amazing.
guys
Next
down,
level.
do you wanna? Let's see, because we still will need to probably take out. I'm trying to figure out, it's hard to tell who has what. I don't know whose hives, whose swarms are whose.
It's very
Yeah.
unclear whose swarms are whose.
Part of it is us just gonna be.
We're just gonna figure it out.
destroying things and finding out.
Yeah.
5 news, eye in the sky.
Yeah. So real quick, bookkeeper, where do you want to be dragging me? Where would
that
it be easiest
depends
for you?
on how much gnawing swarm and gnashing swarm you're willing to expose yourself to.
Oh,
Those two are,
as
right?
much. Yeah, I don't care. Let them eat me, or at least try.
But if I get burned, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Especially early on, because clearing that's going to be an ongoing headache.
Oh, damn it. It just occurred to me that the final level of Black Thumb could have been useful here because it lets you use it on other mechs, but oh well. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I deploy up on this roof, let me go and see exactly where I can. Mars, would you be able to scooch over actually just a bit if I were to fit?
You gotta fit the beefcake mech up there.
Yeah.
Just drop
Honestly-
Massive lad.
Yeah, if I start up here, I could go ahead and get down to there pretty easily. Like, I only have 3 movement, but...
1, 2, 3.
I mean, yeah, if I go in overcharge, I'd be able to get down.
I mean, like, you don't have to overcharge to boost.
Oh yeah, that's true. What am I saying? I can just boost.
You will, I think, will start taking fall damage if you fall from...
Would I be able to
that
climb
height.
down?
You'd be able to climb down, but it would be at a halved rate. It would take double movement cost to move that far.
Is
Okay.
climbing difficult? Does climbing count as difficult terrain? Or is
I
it like different
I
entirely?
think it's
its own
different, but it has
thing.
the same
Okay.
effect.
Yeah.
Okay, because
And
It's
so
its
then-
own thing, but it is still half speed.
I wanted to make sure because I was like,
Can I ram
maybe
it
I
up
ignore
walls?
that.
Yeah.
Maybe I can just climb whenever I want.
Yeah,
How tall are these buildings?
That would be very fun.
Yeah, they don't look that tall comparatively to us. Like, at least the small one over here. These big ones do, obviously, but...
No, they're not all. Some of these are labeled. Some of these are labeled.
alternately, the funniest possible... Oh, you can't move through.
Tiny cat.
If you want to
I
go
love that we
through the
spent
buildings,
2 hours of this session planning,
1...
scheming.
I hope that's okay with everybody. I hope people have
I
a
mean,
good time
I
on
expected
scheming.
it when the mod got here that we were going to be scheming for a minute.
Tiny, no.
Yeah.
Why'd you say tiny? No.
That looks like
Oh, sorry, I
approximately
didn't realize it was still
height
on.
4, height 3. Approximately height 4.
Cat's just trying to climb on the
Oh, it's your
laptop.
cat. I was like, what's tiny?
Tiny
That's-
cat.
That's
so
precious.
cute.
No, don't ever apologize for talking to your cat on mic. We love it. The crowd loves it. They go wild.
He's very
I am the
good.
crowd.
Yes.
Sorry, you were
Okay.
saying something before. So wait, what is the plan? Did we establish these are height 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so it take 8 movement. There's no theoretical way for me to have 8 movement all at once, is there? Like, can I stack movement? Like, if I were to go ahead, have my move, go ahead and say that I overcharged, and then say that I boosted and overcharged, like, and boosted again on the overcharge, would I be able to have 9 movement pool and get down from there, or?
I mean, you can like climbing down can be part of the movement. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I think you can do that.
Okay.
Or you could, I assume, like scrabble your way down part of the building and then jump off the last part once you're past
Okay.
the fall point, the movement threshold. Like that sounds fair. The fall
And
damage
also-
threshold.
If I did just fall from height 4, how bad would that be again?
I will double check that real quick.
Damage
I didn't
40.
expect Balor on a building. So I have to go check now. I'm sorry. What are people's other plans?
Sebastian, you're looking to gank this guy. And
I'm gonna
it looks
get this
like you'll have
guy.
a pretty good run
He's
up
gonna die so
with your spear.
What?
Oh, so it looks like you're gonna have a pretty good run up with your spear.
Yeah,
So you're gonna
I'm.
get the extra d6 for boosting, so even
Yeah.
though you're using it to like climb.
Yeah, that's not gonna be an
Um,
issue.
Okay, so what do I do? Should I
Fall
go for
damage
the
starts at
spear
3
run?
spaces, so you could skitter down just the first story of that building, and then be good.
Okay. Nice.
I
First
could
story,
start
yes.
here and then begin flying / moving to try and get to this guy.
Wait, which guy?
Closer together might be
Nice,
a good
okay.
call. If
That's
you
fair.
wanna,
That lurker could be good to go for, though. Because that might be piloting that one over there.
Yeah. So, to my knowledge, where are we evacuating the citizens to?
I assumed past the deployment zone line.
Back it.
That'd be great. That's This is the edge of the Maw's influence, although like there's a big swarm behind this, and it has willingly stopped. Mora, this is a trap, has never existed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, the trap has people in it, so we gotta go in.
Yeah. Oh no, the bait, it's too good.
Oh no, the bait. Oh no, the bait is my semi-mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No.
Pen, you don't want me running off over here. Where would you like my support?
I think obviously do what you want. I was envisioning more we would try to take down the cluster around a group one at a time. So like start with those around this group and then go to
You're
this
still
one
real
and
for
so on
that.
and so forth.
All right. Let me trade spots with you then.
You also want to be on the roof?
I gotta kick Dozer off somehow.
All right.
That would be funny.
Like,
Getting
I would
dragged down
like
from the roof.
here, but
My next move. Sorry, I'm planning out my first action with all my new toys, and I'm very excited about it.
Hell yeah.
I'm so glad.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
I got you.
Thank you.
Oh, standard
weird to
beyond
ask.
collision. I got
is
you.
it okay for one of Nidhogg's squares to be off at the side of the building
Yeah.
and them still be on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to scooch me.
And could you move towards Paramnesia? I'm so sorry, Paramnesia. I'm not shoving
This?
you around just because.
I think you're
Hey,
I think you're
I'm-
out of the deployment zone then.
At that
Yeah.
point, yeah.
No, I meant more towards Paramnesia, like over here, like this way. Like, so you're hanging off the roof a little bit, but this way I can actually move and neither of us fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're here, you should be within deployment zone very safely.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't want to start there? Do you want to
I
ball
do.
up?
I assumed
Yeah.
that's where Redhead was starting.
Yeah.
Okay. A follow-up question: do we want to ball up? Because
I didn't
may be dangerous for
expect
that.
everyone to want to
not-
join Paramnesia on the
I don't know
roof.
what you guys are all doing on the party on the roof. I'm just
Yeah.
over here.
A roof party isn't required, but you know,
I'm
I
dropping
wish
off
you
the
luck
roof.
getting down.
You're dropping off the roof. You're not going on.
we're back
I
in
mean,
the
like-
era of like Nelson does one thing, takes half of encounter manually.
Hey, we don't. I mean, we don't listen.
Being structured.
Yeah.
Oh, we do also need to be thinking about a resupply after this, so don't go all out necessarily.
Oh God.
Damn it. No. Okay. I
Fighting
will
the
think
Maw
about
is
that.
rough.
But being, we can still do our once per. Well, what's it called? 1 moment.
Oh yeah, like the protocol thing.
Yeah, protocols are still fine. It's just you should worry about heat and structure a little bit.
And like with the protocol, that wouldn't refresh right until we start a new mission, wouldn't it? Or
A protocol
I
just means that you have to choose to do those actions at the start of your
Sorry.
turn before taking any other actions. That's what protocol does.
I meant core power. Core power
Oh
is what
yes,
I meant.
core power doesn't stop until you do like a repair, until you have time for a repair.
And I won't engage my core power.
It's rest of scene.
I am gonna overcharge though. No one can stop me from doing that.
Can't
Oh,
stop.
I thought that scene was separate from. Do scenes only end when repair happened?
No.
Scene ends when the scene ends,
Yeah.
but some core powers persist until the end of scene, so you'll have it for the whole fight if you activate it.
Yeah.
But the
but
thing I
also,
was worried
this,
about.
this might be a core power situation. I couldn't tell you, but it does look pretty dire.
Likely.
More what I was getting at was that if we go ahead and pop our core powers here, we won't necessarily have them back in the next fight.
Yep.
Let's
I think
survive. and then worry. Big fan of not holding yourself back and accidentally dying.
Oh, do you mean that every single one of these decisions on top of each other has the same strain between short-term survival and long-term consequences and needs? I didn't build a cascading set of decisions that all thematically. I'm shutting up. I feel smart. I'm shutting up.
I'm so glad.
Pat myself on the back later.
Okay, I'm gonna Dozer. I'm gonna move you about here because I can't fly with you on my back.
Yeah, makes sense.
So if people are cool with me starting my turn,
Yeah, we all set?
Sure, let's go.
okay. Turn start. Integrated chaff launchers from Skirmisher 1 activate. I have soft cover until forcing a save or making an attack. First, quick action. Is it okay if I give you a little friendly tap with the pike?
Definitely.
Okay.
Although,
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no,
that's
you're
right,
attacking
yeah.
damage. Never mind. Let's just grapple you normally.
but if you need to, you can. I
No,
just was
no, wait,
thinking,
you-
like, wait, why do you need to? But then I was remembering the weird
Yeah.
powers.
Yeah, baby. So, rolling to grapple. Statistic bonus +2. Grapple target. Good friend. Olma. Go. Does a 13 hit you?
It does. Everything over a 6 now hits me.
Bless. Okay. You are grappled. I am going to, for my second quick action, I am going to boost.
Level boost.
So 1, 2. Can I go off the edge a bit, like here, like for 3?
Oh, sure.
That sound okay?
Sure.
Okay. 4. So that brings you here. Quick, or I'm sorry, free action, disengage, grapple.
Wait, okay, so you were dragging essentially you're dragging it to here?
One up.
Here?
There. Yeah.
All yours. In a second,
Oh,
when
no.
God stops hating me.
Oh no.
Is that my fault?
No, it's me. I unlocked the table.
Okay.
By the way, if you're ever
I
like, why
probably
can't we
worked
unlock
with,
pieces? It's because it's so piss easy to make the entire table explode. Because when I put a lot of work into it, a lot of this is held together with like shoestring and spit. So like,
Yeah.
God
All
wills
right.
it to maintain its shape.
oh, give me 1 second. Thank you all for your patience. There we go. Now we're back. All right, give me this back.
So you're there. And I can choose to fly 6. So it's 4 down to the pavement, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, which means that from this spot I
If
can
you
choose
fall
to go...
3 or more, you start taking damage from it.
Well, I'm not falling. I'm using my normal move to fly.
Hell yeah.
So I can move 2 from this point, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be a good boy and move here. Yep. Okay. Turnover.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well,
I don't want the
isn't it a
water
wonderful day for... Let's see here. How do we feel about the Reaver models? We like the Reaver
Bad.
models? Aren't they fun?
I mean, I don't enjoy
We'd
them.
all take a nap.
No. Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
They look really stressed. I think they should take a nap.
They should just chill a little bit.
Chill a little bit. This Reaver's gonna move up 1, 2, 3. And it's gonna... Thinking about my life, thinking about all the other choices. It's gonna boost. 1, 2, 3.
That
Come on now.
civilian?
1, 2, 3. It is orbiting them. So It's placing you between itself and the civilians.
Rude.
And the maw is going to speak up.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so glad you decided to join us. And just chortle at Olmo. Action to team.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. So I'm gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boost. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go right there.
Whoa.
Does that track for everyone? Is that okay?
Wait, can I get the 1, 2, 3, 4? Can I get the count again? Or
So I started here.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love how you just like wove your way around all of the swarms. That's so good.
And then I am going to hit with my main ox mount.
Oh yeah.
So I have to do a lot of counting in just a quick amount of time. So give me one moment. And when just to clarify real quick, when I overcharge, I get another full action, or just another half action.
Another half action.
Okay. Well, that takes some of the fun out of it, but it'll be fine. Lost where I am.
Quick question. Are we able to step inside these? The gnashing swarms?
Able to step inside the gnashing swarms?
Can they be moved through?
Yes. All of the swarms can be moved through, they just have different punishments.
Cool, cool.
The gnashing swarms deal active damage like we're kind of used to. The gnashing swarms... let me click on it real quick to make sure I don't misquote. The gnashing swarms make hostile characters shredded and impaired. And also make the lurkers much more dangerous if they're inside.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that persist out of the cloud?
No. It's well inside. And also, you can make they have an E-Defensive 13, and if you make an attack against them, they'll dissipate. Just any attack. So you can clear the gnashing swarms without killing the lurkers off.
That's a 13 to hit.
We love a 13 to hit. We love hives out of position. That hits.
Okay, so that's going to be... So I'm just counting damage. I'm going to use a thermal charge.
Fuck yeah.
So that's 46 damage. That's 9 damage. And then do I roll again for my power knuckles? Or yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much damage?
9 damage.
And was there anything else that it came with?
One of them was explosive damage.
Nice. And the power knuckles?
The power knuckles, I rolled a natural 20.
We love to see it. That means they crit, so remember to roll your damage twice and pick best.
The target must succeed on a hull save or be knocked prone.
Oh my.
Oh no, I rolled the sheet. No. Give me a sec.
There's also, I'm gonna put a roller over here for us to play with, so it can be nice.
Yeah, I just have to roll D3s for these.
That's
well, they're both 3s, so that's 4 damage. So that's in total 13 damage.
Hey, is a 2 past the hull save?
No, it's so it's prone now.
Yep.
And then I'm going to overcharge. So take that heat. And I'm going to use my half action to. So I got a cool new thing that I'm going to explain called multi-gear maneuver system, which allows me to fire a zip line that I can connect 8 spaces long. That a lot of things happen. So, one of which must be adjacent to me. But so I'm going to fire it. I can move 1 this way because of skirmisher. Please don't fall off. So I'm gonna put it from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire it from here to here. So size 1/2 characters that are adjacent to either end of the line can move to the other end as a quick action as long as they are able to grab onto it. They can hop up at any point along the line as they wish. Whenever a size 1 or larger character crosses space occupied by the line for the first time in a round, or start their turn within one, they must succeed on an agility save or fall prone. Any character adjacent to the start or end point of the line can tear the line down by succeeding on a hull save. So
That's so spicy.
This guy essentially can't move forward
without making an agility save and potentially falling.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Is it? No, I don't think it's a free action. Sorry. For some reason it told me, it offered me on CompCon the option of it as a free action. And I was like, is it? It's not.
Okay. Hey, Bastion. In the midst of the crowd, now that you're closer, remember the little kid that was with Shifa? They're in this crowd.
Alright. Understood.
I mean, that's not a good sign because Shifa would not separate from her child.
Willingly, yeah.
Unless bad things.
Yeah. Bad things? How could the Maw's appearance possibly result in bad things?
It's a mystery to us all.
You know, why not? This hive over here is going to activate. It's going to remove its prone. And then it's going to cast another gnawing swarm. What? I need everyone to know that the physical comedy of the object just rolling away from me was extreme. It was exceptional. All right, it's gonna cast that gnawing swarm right here because the goal is encirclement. And then we're going to let's see. Oh wait, I'm a silly creature. I'm a silly creature because I forgot the most important treasure of any day. Hey, what's your E defense?
Who?
You, hero. Hey, IPSN pilot, what's your E defense?
Yeah, 7.
Oh, good. So an 8 beats it.
No!
God damn it.
Oh, why don't you take 3 burn?
Oh, good.
And it's going to make a second attack.
We love burn.
Hey, Olmo, what's your E defense?
My E defense is... Sorry, just gonna bring that up. It is 10.
Okay. And the second roll was...
It was 10.
Was it a 10? Oh, good. Why don't you take 3 burn for me?
All right.
And pass.
Excuse me.
All right, team. Who's next?
So quick question about the gnashing swarms. Is that any attack against them or only a tech attack against them that dissipates
It's a
them?
tech attack. So you have to. You
Okay.
can make a tech attack at them to disperse them.
Okay. And how vertical is their area of effect? Because I have an idea where I could drop down the side of this and use my kobold claws to hang off the side of the building, technically. Because it immobilizes me to any terrain.
That's so cool. That's so sick. I assume they're height 2.
Okay. Okay, I will need to move down into them. In that case, then, Mars, would you possibly be able to dissipate the gnashing swarm before I drop down?
I mean, I can do my best. Which one do you want me to target?
That gnashing swarm, just because
Okay, the gnashing. Cool.
yeah, like it.
Also, it's a teleporter
impairing me
point.
would be problematic.
Remember that also the lurkers can teleport between the gnashing swarms, so taking them out reduces the amount of mobility they have.
Okay,
That is
yeah.
nice. Yeah, sure. It can be my turn now, and I can do some tech attacks.
Go for it. Go for it.
I think the first thing I'm gonna do, is go for that gnashing swarm with a quick tech.
With a quick check?
Yeah.
Go for it. E defensive 13.
Stinky. What if it was worse? Wait. And yes, I do add grit to this.
You do add grit to that.
Okay.
I assume you're gonna move to the edge of the thing to hit it?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that part.
Oh, you're good.
I got so excited. And
It's
also
exciting. When the tech guy suddenly gets to tech things, it's very exciting.
It's very exciting. This is what I'm good at. Also, I rolled a total of 17, so.
Oh yeah. The gnashing swarm disperses. Congratulations. There's one less. Also, this lurker's effectiveness goes down significantly. Their weapons become threat 3 and get +1 accuracy while they're in the swarm, so getting them out of the swarm is very important.
Nice.
Alright, and then I think... One moment, let me real quick double check a thing. Sorry, I'm deciding if it would be more helpful. It would probably be more helpful to try to dissipate a swarm than try to mess with a bobot, huh?
I mean, any. Remember that also taking out the hives reduces the swarms gets rid of the swarms they produced.
Yeah.
So it reduces the sort of it rolls back the front that the maw has established.
Yeah, honestly, hitting any of the hives would be great too. Just because I don't know how much attacking these gnawing swarms is, like dissipating them individually is going to help us.
The gnawing swarms can't be attacked individually. You have to. The only way to get rid of them is by
Okay.
attacking the hives.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't attack them away. Okay.
I'm gonna get rid of that guy. Next turn. Next time I go, this guy's gonna die. I don't know what his health is, but
Who did the tech attack?
What?
Who did of the
So that's the hive. The hives have
It was the hive that did that?
because the swarms are seeking.
Yeah. Okay, cool. In that case, my next quick tech is going to be to do another invade on this hive right here. And for that, I'm going to roll dice again. Boop. Oh yeah, and that's a 21.
Yeah. Get up!
So I'm gonna just do a hack slash. So my target cannot benefit from or take quick or full tech actions until the
Nice.
mech is either shut down or its core computer is rebooted with a successful systems check as a quick action.
Damn.
So yeah, I do that. I don't know how to do a no tech action until further. But that's
Wait, sorry. What are you trying to do?
I rolled a 21, and this hive can't do quick or full tech actions until it either is shut down or gets a successful systems check.
Sweet.
yeah.
And it gets to it can't take tech actions, did you say?
Yeah, quick
You'd
or
love
full.
to see it.
Neither of them. Not allowed.
Is that the impaired or jammed status?
That is... No.
Alright, cool. It just says can't take
Yeah,
tech
here,
actions.
I'll send you what the text is.
Go for it. Meanwhile, team of the worst. Oh, this lurker is going to activate. He's going to, would you believe, cast a Gnashing Swarm again?
Yeah, fuck off, bitch. Stop with your little bugs.
My favorite part of fighting the Maw is the way that it feels like we're making definite progress against it at all times. And then it's going to cast that right there, and then it's going to move up one, and it's going to cast. And it's going to swing with its scouring whip. Hey, bookkeeper, what's your evasion?
Evasion, not a defense. Evasion's 10.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry,
I rolled that wrong.
picked
My
that
apologies.
guy
Hold on.
up. My fault.
A
Nice.
second. Survey says. I should roll this. I'm sorry. Survey says. The 7 hit.
No.
Sweet. We'd love to see it. Then it's going to swing that over your head and it's going to pass turn.
Cool.
But it has established another Gnashing Swarm unless someone takes that down.
All right.
The Maw is going to say, "It's so nice of you to bring me the buffet. It is evidentiary of your weakness." Okay, now it's your action. Sorry, I just had to, rub it in a little bit.
So we'll go ahead and start off by moving off the edge of the building. So this is going to be weird. So it's 4 to drop. I only start dropping technically at the end of my turn. So if I actually want to get to the bottom of the building on my turn, I do need to spend all of the move spaces to get there, essentially.
You have to skitter all the way there.
Yeah. If I want to, not be taking involuntary movement at the end of my turn, technically.
Okay. Oh, because
Okay.
you have to do that for your swarming.
Exactly.
makes
If I take
sense.
involuntary movement, it'll shut it off.
That makes sense.
So what I can do, though, is I can go ahead and drop down the first 2 just with my normal movement, right?
Right.
Okay. So again, I'll drop down so it's only a height of 3 now. At that point, I should be within range for a tech attack.
Okay.
I'm not really spec'd for this, but if I can just disable that, it would be a lot better than dropping into it. So I think it's worth it to take an action on a tech attack here.
Go for it.
So I have tech attack +1 and then +2 for grit.
Nice, nice.
Believe in you.
Heart of the dice.
Hey!
Okay.
Hey, the heart of the dice answered.
And you're hitting the lurker below you?
No, so I'm hitting the gnashing swarm to disable it.
Oh yeah, all yours.
Dispel it.
All yours. We are keeping
so
that spawn point
just...
turned off, which is so nice. I mean, it's a teleport beacon, but like we're keeping it turned off, and that's so nice.
Yeah, it is good to not have that going. Especially also just because I don't like being impaired.
Yeah.
So, at that point then, I'll go ahead and boost to get 3 more moves. So I have a total of 4 move now, so I can go ahead and move down another 2 spaces. So now it's only 2 to drop, so if I drop at the end, I won't take any damage at least.
Okay. That's wild. This is wild.
And so, is it okay if I say I'm in these spaces here?
All yours.
Like hovering over those? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see.
You.
2 up. That is still technically outside the range of my actual power, so I guess I'll go ahead and I will just overcharge, though, to take 1 more action.
Okay.
Before I actually drop, and I will try to hit the lurker with my whip.
That's so sick.
Sorry, I just got to make sure I've got all the same toys as before, because I switched things around a bit.
I love that this is like almost emerging over the edge of the roof, like the storm, the nanites dispersing, and then just like dropping down with the whip on top of the lurker.
Who's eating who now?
Oh my god! Maximum over 4.
So that'll be +1 accuracy as well still, yeah.
What was that, Bright Eyes?
I have a question. But I will just wait for this to resolve first.
That's
Okay.
fair.
So I assume 20 hits it.
20 does.
Alright. In that case, I'll roll damage. And let me double check one more thing. Sorry, if you want to ask your question real quick while I look this up.
Okay, so what is getting up from prone? Is it a half action, full action?
It uses up your movement for the round.
Okay, got it.
Your basic move.
So you would then have to like you use your movement to stand up, and then you would have to use boost to stand up or to move after that if you wanted to move that
Okay,
turn.
got it. Understood.
Okay, and that is just 2d6 right now, but I do get to make another free attack.
We love the lash. Nanobite lash is a good boy, actually.
Oh wait, no, with that being a 20, is that a critical?
That is a critical, so roll your damage twice and pick best.
Alright. That is a total of 7, and try once more. 10, so 10 damage. And then real quick, I'll go ahead and roll for the other hit, and I'll just choose to hit the hive swarm on the other side.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
22.
Make it rain. Wait, what was the damage on the lurker?
The damage on the lurker was 10.
You love to see it.
And then this will be at half damage, but since it was still a crit, I get to roll twice, right?
Yeah.
Cool. That's 8. And 10 again, so 5 damage on the 5.
I'm sorry, what was the damage?
5 on the hive.
5 on the hive. We'd love to see it.
And that'll be my turn, so at the end of the turn, I will drop down the rest of the way.
Nice.
And then I do also have 3 burns, so I may need to take an engineering to clear that.
Yes, you need to make an engineering save. I believe at the end of your turn, either take, clear it or take the burn again.
Okay. Do I get to choose what order end of turn activities occur in, right?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, so I don't care if I actually clear this or not, because I'll just heal it back up anyway.
Sounds good.
I will go ahead and take that. Let me just go ahead and double check what my bonus to whole is. And sorry, wait, that was whole you said? Or engineering?
Engineering, I believe.
Okay, that's what I thought, yeah. So I just add my engineering score, okay. So that is a total of +4. $20. I assume
20
that
clears it.
Alright. And I heal back to full.
You love to see it. Oh, you heal back to full. Amazing. You love to see it. Let's see. Is that all of team's actions this round?
I think so.
Team. Maybe we need to work on a team name. I know it's cheesy, but listen.
This late in?
Well, it's because it's the 11th hour reveal. As popularized by modern reboot shows, where you know what the team name's gonna be, but the characters haven't reached it yet. So it's got to be like a late game reveal. Like we figured out our purpose, so now we get the team name.
I only have bad recommendations.
Well, I think it's wonderful that the lurker's gonna move up.
No.
Not that bad.
Come on. They're not very fast. And the lurker's gonna move up. And this hive's gonna move up. And you have put the lurkers in a bad position. Because they can't teleport in. But this lurker's gonna move over to this swarm so that it can teleport from that swarm. This lurker's actually going to move up in the hopes that it can do the casting if no one else can. And this hive is going to attack you, Olmo.
I can almost guarantee it hits.
Sweet mother of +4 attack bonus. How does a 17 hit?
Oh, it definitely hits.
How does 17 also hit?
It definitely hits.
Why
yeah.
don't you take 6 burn for me?
Alright.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't care.
It makes 2 attacks in a row.
You don't care. I'm worried
Yeah.
about me.
I've got a special button that clears all burn.
That's great. I'm so proud. So happy for you.
The maw just, like, from all of the nanites around you just rumbles, with this buffet in front of me, I'm happy to take the most delicious morsels first. It might focus Olmo. That might be what we're doing.
I'm just gonna yell back, try it, bitch!
Oh yeah.
Yeah!
Top of round.
Do you want me to go so I can see if I can take out this hive and we can see what this hive is connected to?
Does anyone... How do people prioritize me scanning things?
That is a good question. I think maybe taking the... Well, I don't know that the hive can move far, but I don't like the idea of it spawning more either.
Yeah, that's my main thing, is like I just want to get it out of the way so we can see how much we can clear and then get people moving.
That was when do people want me to scan, and if so, at what point is what that was. I absolutely agree. I think that right now you should do.
Okay.
But
yeah, depending on how in danger people are, maybe next action would be good to scan.
Okay. I'll check in the next time we have a team turn.
Can you unlock me? Uh-oh.
No, sorry.
None of you can. I don't know where our DM went. Our DM is MIA, I guess.
Where'd they go?
I am not sure. Bathroom? Maybe bathroom?
There they
Would make sense.
I hear
go.
some.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I had to get water, and then it was very inopportune.
Oh no!
No,
It was like
you're
the
okay.
scheming's
Good.
happening. It'll work great. No.
No.
That the real tragedy. I'm going to hit this guy again.
Oh yeah, all yours.
Okay.
You love hitting that guy.
Why'd you pick me up? Why are you moving me? Stop
So
it.
you face
Don't
the
touch me.
guys. You
Don't
can hit the
touch
guy.
me. No touching.
Cool.
I get a +1 accuracy. That's not my sheet. Let's see. I do get knocked back on the war pike. Let's see here. So, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to, I have many things that deal damage. I'm trying to figure out how much damage it is. I think it's just 2d6.
So you're rolling for a Warpike hit?
Yes. But I'm just...
You're contemplating all... I have such
I'm
a
trying to-
smorgasbord of weapons.
Yes. $15.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to roll 2d6. That's a 7. And then I'm going to roll to hit with my power knuckles. That's a 12. Does a 12 hit?
12 hits.
And then I roll 1d3 plus 1. That's 3, so that's 4, so that's 11 damage.
Okay. And hull save to not get flipped?
Yes.
You love
Is
we,
it
we
not
love the
dead
power
yet?
knuckles. Are you within reach for the power knuckles?
Oh. Well, I hit with one thing so I can move
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah. I'm just checking. And no,
Oh,
they're
crap.
really durable.
That sucks.
And it does pass the hull save, so it's not prone.
That's gross.
Welcome to tier 2, everybody. Don't you love tier 2?
Wait, what is the whole save? It's my... It's a save target is 12, so it doesn't save.
Oh, never mind. It gets flipped. Thank you.
And then, can I hit again?
So you've done one half action. You've taken one skirmish action, where you
Yeah.
attack with the weapons on one mount.
Yeah.
You could overcharge and take another skirmish action, or you could take other actions, but you can't repeat the same action in a turn.
Oh, so I can't... But what is barraging then?
Barraging means you had both actions to fire all of the weapons on 2 mounts, I believe.
Could I just have barraged then?
Sure,
Okay,
but
that's...
they have to be different weapons on a different mount.
Yes.
Really minor thing, Rattlebones, too, actually, just while we have a sec.
Oh yeah.
I did miss 3 damage on the hive. I forgot that when I make a crit with a heavy weapon, I also get to deal 3 damage to anything within threat,
We'd love
other
to
than the
see
thing
it.
I just critted on.
Wait, isn't it 2?
So I get if somebody starts their turn adjacent to me, I deal 2 damage to them, but I just have an ability where if I go and deal a crit with a heavy weapon, then it deals 3 damage. And let me double check, because I was just reading it.
To my knowledge, it does 2 to every 3.
CompCon says 3, but
Well, CompCon is right. Damn, that's really good.
Let me go and make sure that it isn't just the little pop-up, because I was just using the pop-up on the weapon, but
Right.
yeah.
No, it's 3 kinetic, damn.
But it is only on the hive.
I actually don't think I'm going to. Wait, well. No, I don't think I'm going to, actually. I don't think I'm gonna barrage. I think I'm just gonna skirmish, do that one thing. Oh, and then I have to roll to clear my heat, yeah? What do I do for that?
Roll engineering.
That's not great. And what do I add to that? Just my pilot bonus or whatever?
Yeah.
And any points you have in engineering.
That's a 22. That's a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh, do you not have any points in engineering?
I don't.
Rip.
I have 3 in hull and 3 in agility. I am a machine built for speed and survival.
That's so valid.
Okay, and so how much do you take from the burn?
None, right?
Did you pass the thing or no? I'm
I
forgetting.
passed it.
Never mind. Then yeah, you clear the burn.
22. Yeah.
You love to see it. Okay, so action to the stinkers.
They are stinkers.
How
You're
much
right.
health do the hives have?
Too much.
When we fought them initially, they had 20, so I can only imagine how much now.
So I've done 24 damage to them at this
Wait,
point.
what damage? Oh, sorry. Hold on. What damage did you deal from the attack? My apologies. I've been trying to manage everything else.
It's kinetic damage.
How much?
Kinetic and explosive.
How much?
So 4 explosive,
Okay.
7 kinetic.
My apologies. At the 7 kinetic, you down the hive.
Okay.
Yay.
You down the hive, and wonderful precedent here. You down the hive, and you clear this swarm and that swarm. Whoop. You that one, and you clear that swarm. You clear that swarm. So that's something.
Can
It's thinned, if nothing else.
Start ordering people to? Can Bastion, with my other half action, start telling people to flee? In this little pathway here.
Oh yeah. You can.
Okay.
I also want to ask. Hey, did anyone have lines? You know, let's ask that in a second.
Oh. Ooh. Ominous.
But you know, it's okay because lurkers are the worst, and as a quick action, they can just teleport in whenever they want. So this lurker is gonna as a quick action, teleport to the Shroud Zone, and then it's going to. Ooh, so many fun things to do. It's actually going to pop a lock-on a class warfare and pass. Does anyone have something they want to say to the Maw? Like, I know that like we're a little bit past the threshold of like mutual agreement and understanding, but
I think Bastion shouts, "Get out of my city."
yeah. Action to team.
Do you want to scan stuff, or
Sure.
does
I'll
Red
scan
Hen
things.
want to do anything? Just because, yeah, I can do some stuff just by sitting here and waiting for them to take actions.
I'm honestly unsure whether I should focus on the lurker, or break off and chase some other stuff.
I do think killing the lurkers ASAP is going to be key.
I'm personally more worried about the hives, like considering the gnawing swarms seem to be the biggest barrier to the civilians getting out. Eliminating those feels like our main objective. The lurkers are
does.
annoying, but
They also stop civilian movement, though, and they hurt us a lot more.
gotcha. Okay.
And they also let more of them teleport in.
Have a question for the GM.
Yeah.
If I scan, do I have to scan the different kinds of hives separately from the mechs that create them?
No. So scanning
That's
the
cool.
if you want to scan the 3 different like frame categories that the mod's fielding, you'll have all the information.
And we
Okay.
also got a lot of information about the swarms already.
Yeah,
I mean,
and mostly
yeah,
this is these are the same frames you faced before. They're just more intense now.
Yeah. Do we want me to scan them? Because I don't have to.
It
We
might
have a
be
general.
best to do other things like stop the hives from making heat or the
Yeah.
lurkers from doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, stopping the
Knowing
lurkers from
breakpoints
spawning.
would be nice. Do you want to scan and hack? We have 2 quicks.
I mean, sure. So we want. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Is there a particular thing that you really want me to scan?
I'm going to leave that up to you. If you were to fully focus on action, I think we would be okay, but that's your call. Sorry.
Good. I think in that case, I might. Let's see. I've made it so that hive can't do attack for a bit. What do the lurkers do? They attack physically.
They attack physically, but they also spawn those things that let them teleport more of them in.
Teleport and lurk.
And also it sucks to be in them because you aren't taking damage, but you are taking a lot of conditions.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, I'm looking at all the different
There's lots of tech
actions
options.
I've got. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I remember back when I was a hacker.
It's I mean, I feel like the hack options really are the spell book of Lancer. Like, hello, you
It's
played a
so fun.
wizard, you have 12 prepared spells, and you
And all of them do very strange things.
Yep, all of them do really, really narrow stuff. It's really
Well, I mean,
situational.
if I'm not doing a scan, why doesn't someone else go first? Just while I figure out what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay.
If either you or I went, then we can focus on the lurker potentially.
Sure. I also could tell this this thing to fuck off.
That's true. The one thing I'm realizing is actually it might be good for me to take my turn, because if I don't kill the lurker and it brings its zone back, having done all my attacks and stuff before I'm in the -1 to all attacks and save zone would be good.
I will also say, remember, if you want to fight this Reaver, that you're going to have to do that across the zip line, which may be difficult.
Yeah, I'm keeping that in mind. But thank you.
Yeah.
I
was
don't
honestly
think the
just
zip
going
line
to-
knows friend or foe.
The zip line does not know friend or foe. I was just going to traipse over, knock back the fuck out of it, and then come over here.
That's
to
so
delay
real.
action.
I do think we'll want to kill the lurker before you're next to it, because if it just goes ahead and makes us all -1 to everything before being able to attack it, that could be bad.
All right. In
The
that
zipline
case,
does not know the difference between metal or flesh, nor does it care.
Wait, can I ask a question of you, Boneses?
Yeah. What do we got?
When a lurker or a hive creates a swarm, what kind of action is that? Is that considered a tech action? Like, what is that considered?
Yeah, is it like deploying a thing or taking a tech
If I'm not allowed to know without scanning, that's so valid. But
let me see. It is not a tech action.
okay.
Unfortunately,
Cool,
it is
thank
not a
you.
tech
No,
action
it's
for
all good.
either of them to make the swarms.
Is all good. I was just trying to figure out.
But they're shut off part of the hive's kit to do that.
Right.
Sorry, yeah. So wait, did Redhead want to go, or should?
Redhead can go. Yeah. Turn start. Chaff launchers activate. Move 2 with base move.
Yeah.
Barrage the lurker, starting with the chain axe. Yeah, the chain axe. Roll to attack with +1 accuracy for partisan. That's a 24 crit.
Do you believe a 24
it gets
hits?
Shredded, rolling 2 dice.
You love to see it.
Taking bias. That looks like a 6. Lurker will take 6. Second.
Oh, lurker goes down.
Oh.
You gotta remember, we airdropped on it and lit, like, lashed it apart.
Oh, fuck.
No, listen, hey, how would you like it to die?
Am I allowed to refund my barrage, or do I gotta go through with it?
Oh. I mean, you saw it take the damage. I'll let you have taken a skirmish instead.
You're so kind and wise.
I wish for people to have all the things they want, but also the suffering. But also the horrors.
And also the good times.
Yeah.
We must have both.
Must have both.
I'm not actually sure what to do. After the skirmish, I'm gonna move here with the skirmisher trait, which should not. Oh, it does in our kit. Well, damn. I
mean, hey, you did the thing you were hoping to do. That's good. You could see about moving on the hive behind it, potentially. The hive that's lurking behind Olmo, maybe? Or you could, I don't know, take pot shots at the Reaver here.
Oh, see, this hive does have currently 8 damage on it, so it should be
Okay, yeah.
about like 12 off, 16 off, something like that.
Sorry, interesting things happening today.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Also, just so you know, everyone knows that you can destroy the zipline by just going to the end of it and hitting it. It has 1 HP and evasion 10.
Okay. And it's a hull save or agility save to avoid falling over yourself.
I think it's an agility save.
That would make sense.
Yeah, agility save.
Shit. You know, fuck it. I'm within range 5. I would like to scan.
We do have sensors.
Move here. I'm within range 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. I'm just like, I forget we do actually have sensors, even as the big beefy mechs.
You can
but yeah,
always you can always lock on, and it's
Yeah,
never
okay.
bad.
I would like to scan that.
Oh, you like to scan? Yeah, all yours. Coming right up.
Then I end my turn. The last movement came from the skirmisher move.
That makes sense. Let me know if the font size is too small. We'll get you a bigger, nicer picture. All right, there you go. All yours. Ma.
Boo. I think we should
Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
skip its turn.
You successfully did that thing over here, which is very impressive. Hive's gonna start its turn. Does that Hive take some damage? Feels like that Hive's gonna take some damage.
Oh yeah, no, it takes 2 kinetic.
Okay.
It doesn't like that, to my knowledge.
Confirmed.
From the way
It does not like it.
saying stuff.
Also, if it decides to move, it is in threat.
Oh, 100% it's in threat.
It should move. It's in both of our threats.
That's
Oh,
so
yes,
good.
please.
Just get shredded. It's gonna cast. Oh, would you believe? It's gonna cast a gnawing swarm right here, like so. Because it has to not be in the area of other characters. It's gonna cast that gnawing swarm, and then oh, it can't take tech actions. You specifically shut that off. Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
No notes.
Shit on.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Hey, Olmo.
Yeah,
How's the 23 hit
Hey.
you?
it does.
Why don't you take 3 burn? Hey, bookkeeper.
Bitch.
Hey,
How does a 20 hit you?
it does in fact. Yeah, hit.
Why don't you take 3 burn? And that's it. Pass turn.
All right.
Wait, so how does it apply burn?
It is essentially shooting like concentrated gobs of drone at you.
That's fair.
It's
allowed.
That are razor
Okay.
hot, and the burn is the nanites slowly eating away at your hull.
Were those individual attacks?
No, that was one. That's its one attack action.
Okay. So
It
it
was-
was with one attack. Got
It was getting -1 for being in threat, right? Or being engaged.
Oh no! Does a 19 hit you?
I mean, it should. I don't. Was it? Wait, is it accuracy or is it just -1 for being engaged?
I'll check on that.
Accuracy. To ranged.
Ah, okay.
While engaged, all ranged attacks take 1 penalty in accuracy.
That makes sense. What should have taken the difficulty? I'm sorry. I can re-roll that if you like.
Oh, we could always just roll the d6 and subtract it.
Yeah.
Sounds
you
so
roll- you roll the
reasonable.
20s
I mean, I was
right?
also fighting against a 20 and a 20 and a 23.
3.
I know it's
So-
gonna hit me at least,
Yeah.
but
How does a 17 hit you?
yeah, it still hits me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I wasn't sure if it might
No,
make
you're
a
good.
difference
Thanks
for
for
Red Hand.
checking. Beautiful.
17 and a-
beautiful.
14 it would be, yeah?
Yeah, it still hits me.
Yeah, that still hits me. I have 10 evade.
Okay, yeah.
And let's see. I think that's it.
Yeah. So I think we still have a couple actions though, right? Because I don't think Paramnesia's gone, and then I know.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
Correct.
you want to do the funniest fucking thing?
What were you thinking?
If you make it move 1 step that way, we both overwatch it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right, starting. Oh, let me do this. 1 moment, I have to read. Okay. Reaver. Okay. Sure. So I think the first thing that I'm gonna do is a quick tack. And which one is the one that you want me to make move?
This hide is in both of our threats, so we can just, as a reaction, just smack it.
I see. If I make it move, even if it's an involuntary movement, it activates.
The goblin walk is special. It's the only thing that does that.
Oh man, you spoiled it. Yeah, specifically, I am planning on doing a quick tech invade on our lovely little hive here. There we go. And yeah, just a. Why does it say +2? Is this me? What's happening? Yeah, I'm gonna do 6, deploy. There we go. That's a 21. That should do it. What direction do you want it to step?
Emmy, it starts its movement there. Like here doesn't put in the gnawing swarm, but
Put it here. Why not? Okay. It is moved 1.
incredible movement detected. You want to go first, or should I? Olma?
Oh, sorry. If you want to go first, feel free.
Okay.
It's going so well fighting them all, isn't it?
So far.
Stop saying stuff like that.
Does a 6 hit?
I want you to stop saying odd shit.
Does a 6 hit?
Oh.
Beckett.
A 6 hit. A 6. Actually, I don't know if a 6 does. 6 is not, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Alright, trying my hand. Oh, wait. Sorry, this does not count. I need to re-roll it. Well, I mean, okay. Damn. Let's go and re-roll that.
That sucks.
I didn't have my accuracy.
Well,
25. It do hit.
25 better hit, or we're so fucked.
25 does in fact hit.
Alright.
Well, the mod's got many things, but evasion in the stratosphere is not actually one of the things it does.
And
Thank
does that
goodness.
still work as a crit? So I get a re-roll, or like I get to roll damage twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice pick best.
Or T6, baby.
There we go. That's 10.
That's something. That's something. Yeah, the hive is down. All yours.
Cool.
All yours. Look at our unit tactics. Look at.
All right, and then with my second quick action, I'm going to wait 1 moment. I forgot one important thing. Oh, this is gonna be too long. Yeah, it's too long. So I'm going to move first. Can I? How tall is this building?
4. Sorry, 5, I believe. Let me just.
You know, actually, screw it. I'm gonna just move.
You can fly.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna stay at the same height, but I'm gonna move right here.
Oh, sure. All yours.
I have
All
a
yours?
question.
Yeah.
When the hive died, which swarms did it take out?
Give me 1 second. You're right. Give me 1 second to set that up properly.
You're landing on civilians.
No.
It's just
How
it's a
could you?
loving, it's a loving brush with toe tip pixels. It's fine. It's fine. There's no problems. There's no problems. All right. And when that hive went out, it did take out all these.
Okay, cool. That was the one of those.
Whose swarm is this? Who do you belong to?
Probably the other hive over here.
I know. I'm gonna go kill him. That's my next move.
Yeah, you fucking are.
I have a special weapon designed just for something being just out of my reach.
Oh my god.
I have a new toy.
Everyone's got new toys today, and I'm so delighted by it.
Can I'm gonna do the thing because I think it's funny.
Go for it.
Yeah, trip a bitch.
I'm gonna, with my second quick action, I'm gonna activate my Ferris Slash.
And drag him across the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You love to see
I'm
it.
gonna do it like.
The zipline is really just a combo toy for Mars and I.
Yeah, it's great. And I'm gonna like. Yeah.
I mean, you have to roll or something for that? And is there a size limit
So
on
they have to succeed on an agility save.
it? To resist. Okay.
To
I don't
resist,
know how
and
to
then
tell you
another
this.
agility.
Looking at the Reaver, its agility, not the best.
And then
noticed
another
that.
agility save to not trip.
Well, here's the beautiful thing.
Mhm.
With the Ferris Slash specifically, as
That one.
soon as the system collides with an obstruction or another mech, they just stop moving and are knocked prone.
Oh.
So you've just created an obstruction that is just, you can place it anywhere, and if I force something into it, it immediately falls over.
Yes! Teamwork.
I loved
Dream
it. Like
team.
we've produced the robot version of just clothesline people.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
really have.
Make people clothesline themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, this one, they get picked up by a pile of goop with little legs. that
Physically
drags
rip
them
their legs
into
out
the
from under them with
clothesline.
your magical magnet tentacles.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where do you want it to go?
Yeah, like, I don't know, here.
Beautiful.
Except for it does explicitly say that it stops as soon as it hits this.
It does, yeah.
So
Does the zipline count as an obstruction?
would it not?
Is it just like a folly object?
It is.
Would it not? I mean, is there? I would assume that it counts as an obstruction because it trips people.
Obstruction might be a specific game term. Is my only thought.
Yeah.
Obstruction. I'm checking.
Because that is true, like, it doesn't necessarily technically occupy the space. We can still move through it. It just causes tripping in those spaces.
Majestic.
Unfortunately.
One moment.
Yeah, it doesn't say here. There's no info on at least my end.
62. I have to go to page 62 to see what obstructions are.
Thank you for
I
your
mean,
patience.
my only
all.
guess would be it does occupy the space, but I don't
An
know.
obstruction is anything that blocks passage, preventing movement into its space entirely.
Yeah. Obstruction is like a person or an object.
It's
But
okay,
hey-
you moved it into it, so all it has to do is fail another agility save.
Hey, you
That's
can
true.
start slamming them into the buildings.
Yeah, that's true. We could
Yeah, that'd be
actually
fun.
still push it into
Actually, I
that.
think there's a thing for that too. One moment.
So,
That's an obstruction.
Bones, it does still have to make an agility save
Yeah.
Okay.
if it was moved into it. It doesn't immediately go prone, but if it's moved into it, then it just does have to make another agility save. No, that does not do it. It is
No.
prone.
It's
Okay.
prone. Do you want to move it into this wall? Did it make an agility
It
save?
movement-
It stops when it hits
Yeah.
the thing, I assume.
Yeah.
It says... yeah, they fall prone immediately.
Hey, we're getting such a good upper hand on things.
Stop saying ominous... I want you to stop saying ominous shit.
Yeah, it's because we're super cool and talented.
Yeah, and there's no problems.
Yes.
And all the civilians
Correct.
are gonna move at the end of...
Yeah, the civilians are
turns.
getting out of there, god damn it.
Yeah.
Don't say shit like that. Stop.
All I said was yeah.
Yeah, but it's not what you said. It's how you fucking said it. Stop.
Have we been observing the civilians? Like, what are they doing during all of this?
They are mostly cowering in the center of the, like, they were like, essentially they've been sectioned off into these groups that were surrounded by swirling nanites. So people are like cowering in the center. They're not really sure what to do or why they're not being attacked, because the maw never addressed them specifically. It just, started eating anything that entered the sort of the cyclone of clouds around them of nanites.
Okay.
And so they've just been pinned. Shifa seems to be like organizing people. Shifa's looking for someone. It's probably her kid, but like it's unclear.
Okay, well, I guess it's the Stinker's turn, and then we get to go.
I love the Stinker's turn.
Wait, I should go and double check though. Mars, are you all done?
Yeah, I don't think Mars can do anything else.
Yeah, I'm all done.
Cool.
Things are very slightly out of position. It's annoying.
Chat, no.
As things are very slightly out of position, it's fine.
Chat, don't say shit like that.
1, 2, 3.
I will, I promise.
4, 5.
There's too many guys here.
6 for the lurker. Oh, remember they place teleporter pylons. That's the thing they do.
Oh, I'll get these guys. I was gonna take out the hive this turn, but instead I gotta
Lurkers
kill
move
these
up.
guys.
Pass to team.
Okay, I think I'm the only one that can go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go ahead. So, do we want to engage this guy, or do we just want to start moving towards the rest of this
I
fight?
would ignore him and just move.
Okay.
I'm sorry if somebody has to waste their turn knocking out my zip line. It was a good idea at the time.
That was a great idea. It continues to be a good idea. Zipline's awesome.
Oh, because if you guys can get past it, right, then he's trapped on the other side with his low ass agility.
Yep.
This is true, and also, what is their move? Yeah, they only have 3 move like me, okay. So, they're gonna have a hard time catching up.
So I have a crazy idea.
Yeah.
If you move up to it, I can fly over it and grab your prone corpse on the other side and just drag you, because it doesn't really matter if you're standing or not. You're gonna get hit anyways. Like, that's not really a
It's
concern for you.
Shrek! It's pro
That's
body!
true. And also, wait, I should go and say a protocol at the start of my turn. I'm gonna go and activate Black Thumb. This doesn't really make sense in the Balor, I think, to have me hanging out the side, trying to repair it. So perhaps maybe we would envision this more as like Baz diverting his processing powers to like repairing and like redistributing the mech. Or
I
the nanites
almost
in the mech.
imagined like the pilot like almost like floating above it, like directing the nanites.
All right, no, if you're fine with that, then yeah, Ulma will go ahead and sort of like emerge from the mech almost and like start taking a look down, and like you see tendrils of nanites coming off of them, sort of like flowing to different areas, right, as they look at them.
That's so
and that is...
spooky.
And so this is weird also, because now technically my mech's actions and my pilot's actions are different, but they're occupying the same space.
Okay.
My pilot is going to go and take their turn, and their turn is going to be going ahead and just using Black Thumb Extinguish, so they get to go ahead and clear all burn from my mech, and I gain resistance to burn until the start of my next turn.
You love to see it.
The 9 burn was kind of scaring me a little bit, so I figured getting rid of that without risking the engineering.
Yeah.
I like you have damaged Olmo enough. Now it's time to activate the next phase of unkillable Balor nonsense.
So I should also say, at this point, my pilot is targetable. You can target them, but they are going to be separate from the mech itself, so you would need to use an attack on them or an AoE thing.
That's so spooky. Thank goodness we don't have AoE things around.
Yeah, I know, right? Then on top of that also, though, so now my mech takes separate actions, but because I have tier 3 of Technophile, I technically still control the mech, and it benefits from all of my talents still, even though I'm not piloting it.
That's so cool. That's so fancy.
But the weird thing here, right, is so I have now taken my turn as a pilot. I'm pretty sure that means that you should take a turn then as the nasty, and then my mech will take their turn.
Oh no, that makes sense. I think that's how that works.
That's not how it works.
Is that not
Is
how
that
it
not?
works?
Yeah, pilot actions, I believe, are concurrent on your turn. I
Are
believe
they?
always
Okay.
I could also see that being how that worked.
Yeah, because that's a protocol at the start of your turn.
Yeah. And involuntary occupies the space. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are down for that, then that would be easier, I think.
You have a comp con, right?
So I've got Baz in there.
Okay. Cool.
And that's what lets him like benefit from the talents and stuff still. So I'll go and I'll just take my mech's actions then.
That's like real good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's actually a really nice combo, but you have to have a lot of license, or not license, but talents to actually make it work.
Yeah.
So they'll go ahead and just move 3 to start with.
Well, if I
And they
take out
can-
this guy, I don't need to take out that hive.
You can occupy
Right.
the same space as the civilians,
Cool,
no
cool.
problem.
Yeah, I figured. Is it okay? Well, actually, no. I don't need to do that. I'll go ahead and I'll overcharge, or not overcharge, but just move again, that action.
Sure.
From there, so should I go ahead and get rid of the zipline, or should I just stay at the edge of it?
You can get rid of it. It's up to you. I don't
Oh.
care.
Terrible fucking news. I'm sorry
Right.
to interrupt. You did trigger threat from the Reaver, but
You did trigger threat from Reaver.
Oh, yeah,
It hasn't
okay.
activated.
Can it trigger threat if it's prone?
yes.
Yes, but it's less good at it. It didn't activate that though.
Oh, because it wants to activate it for Red Hand?
Presumably.
Okay.
Or it has other sinister, unknowable plans.
Yes, who can say?
We'll only be able to divine by listening to the tone of our GM's voice.
Exactly. So real quick then, Bookkeeper, do you want me to go ahead and take out the line here, or keep it?
I mean, it's your call.
I guess just for... It
Basically,
seems like...
do you want to spend an action breaking it? Or do you want to just go prone and like half your movement and wait for me to pick you up? And yeah.
I won't have to clear the prone afterward at any point, or...
Oh, you
Like,
will.
will I still-
Like,
Okay.
you'll
I'll still have to take it...
like expend your movement, but like
Okay, but that
honestly,
won't matter. You'll drop me wherever I need to be.
just breaking it is completely fine.
Okay.
Really
and
easy to break it.
it's really easy to break it, but I'll just go and I'll move over it because it does impede this other guy from following us, which is good.
It's true.
I'll go ahead, move through it, take an agility as soon as I touch it. So I guess it'll
Nice.
actually be that
Here,
space
I
there.
can help with
Oh
this.
God.
There's
Yeah,
a lot of
thank you.
there's a lot of
There's a lot
collisions
of
going on. Where do you
things.
want to end up?
So let's go and take the agility check first and just see if it prones me or
Totally.
anything else. So I have no bonuses to agility anymore, but I still get the 2 from grit. I don't think that works.
No!
So I think I go prone. That means that I just don't move any further, right?
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just at the edge right here then.
I love tactics buttons that are actually physical comedy simulators.
Yeah. No, I should say though, so that was 1 move, 1 additional action to move further, and then I tripped, so I still have 1 action left. So, can I use that to motivate people to move on my turn away from here and start clearing out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, Almo, do you have any words for them? As the
Get the fuck
level
out
of
of here
distinct you
now.
look from.
Like, looking as scary as I can, pointing towards this gap, get the fuck out of here now.
Oh yeah,
Laid-
all yours.
Laid out on the ground.
All yours.
Trying to look scary after tripping.
I mean, you are still a scary Bobot, so
Like, it might not be entirely clear that I tripped given how weird and goopy my form is.
Right.
the cloud of nanites tripped.
Yeah, like if there's anything I can do to like make them move just out of this space away from this guy on my turn, then I'll take that as an action.
We level
If not,
we level
then I'll-
leave now.
Yeah. And then I should say just I should be in that spot right there. Those 3.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, which 3? I'm sorry.
These 3.
Thank you for your patience. These 3?
Yeah. Just because
Okay.
that would be where I'd like intercept the tripwire first and then trip.
Right, 100%. Awesome. Oh, we a nice protective leave now. We love a leave now. So wonderful, so powerful.
And like
Thank you for
honestly,
your patience, everybody.
if I
Watch
need
at
to, I'll
home.
push them with my mechs.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Nanites.
Beautiful. Gently
that
buffet
means to
them on the way to the
Everyone
exit.
get out of here.
I'm just envisioning like the equivalent of a swarm of bees, just like forming together to all push you in like unison.
Yeah, just try to headbutt you.
That would be such a
And
peculiar
then the Reaver's
sensory
going to
experience.
deprone itself.
So wait, is this actually gonna move them at all, or
No, it doesn't.
Oh, you're trying to. I mean,
like if my action won't actually move them, I'd prefer to do something useful.
that's so fair. You know, I feel like a move now is a good use of an action. That's a cool use of an action. Yeah, civilian swarm is moving. People are getting out.
Excellent.
All right, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the Reaver's going to remove its prone. It's going to climb back up after just like smashing into the facade of this building. Move 1, 2. Does it trigger Overwatch from you, Bookkeeper?
Unfortunately, I can't. Remember, I already overwatched this round.
Oh, this is true. Brutal.
tragic.
In that case, it's gonna go 1, 2, and it's actually gonna go up again. For a total of 3.
It does lose its movement as soon as it turns adjacent to me.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. You're correct. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And it's gonna roll. Good gracious. Hey, Bookkeeper,
Yeah,
how does...
Whatever happens, happens.
That's it. Yeah, the 23 happens. Bookkeeper, why don't you take 4?
Oh, okay. Just 4 kinetic.
Yeah, just 4 kinetic. Isn't that a nice, reasonable number?
Okay, reducing to 3 for armor.
Yeah, and make me a system save.
Don't like that. Uh, 13.
Oh, look at you, Olmo.
Yes.
How does a 21 hit you?
Oh, it does.
Why don't you make me a system save and don't be wrong?
All right. Okay.
Hey! You do not get pulled through the crowd of people towards it.
Yeah.
Good.
Take 4 kinetic.
All right.
I have a real quick question that I don't actually want to ask, but I should.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are Bastion's parents anywhere in this crowd?
Why don't you make me search? Why don't you make me a systems check for that?
no. Thought you could.
The
Do
maw
I
is
get
just
advantage because they're my parents?
yeah. Why don't you make me a shout from the maw? You make me that roll. The maw just shouting across as it like lashes into Bookkeeper and Dozer. You think you're better than me? You think you're better than perfection?
That's a 10.
Yeah. Hey. These are Bastion's parents. Right here. Right here. Green. Right here.
Oh, good. Cool.
Question.
Good to know
Yeah.
there's a chance of my character becoming an orphan today. That's so fun. Thanks.
Hey, they normally at work. They normally don't go out, so it's odd that they managed to get here together. That's interesting. Pen, what's up?
It's a great question. Where do I want to move people?
Are these just nanites or are they actual people?
Okay, that is within range. Hell yeah.
Wait, what are we doing?
Good question. I think that was...
I'm doing a thing.
Okay.
Oh, as
So
part
it's-
of like as your turn.
That was the plan.
Wait, so...
I thought it. Sorry, was I wrong to do that?
Well, no,
Uh,
so
I
has
just
all
thought-
the Maw taken their turn? Like all the
Has
different
all the
pieces?
Maw taken their turn? Have all the civilians gone?
Oh, sorry. So is everyone taking their has everyone from the team taking their action this round?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Shifa's not actually going to encourage people to go through the lurker alley.
That's so real.
It could be, but they could go this way.
You know, they could. This one hasn't gone down yet. Maybe it's from one of the ones deeper in the swarm, but they can start making their way up. Shifa's crying someone's name. You're not clear who it is. Trying to find them in the mass of people. But people are attempting to retreat through that sort of very, very narrow corridor. The big boy's gonna move up.
Big boy.
The hive is gonna move up. The big boy is gonna move up.
Which hive moved up?
All the one back here.
Okay.
There are so many maw, you see.
Yeah.
We are at the edge of the swarm, you see.
I think if we can take out these guys, we can get most people out.
True. It's just going to be really hard because each of these is now going to be putting down one of those on their turn, and
Hey,
any of
Lurker's
them
gonna-
can
Lurker's
teleport
gonna
into
drop
that
in.
space like that one just
Just
did,
a
yeah.
second.
So now there's 3 of them that can keep those up so that all the lurkers will continually be able to pour through this spot.
This might not be a holding ground experience.
We might just need to figure out a way to take these out so that people can flee out this side.
Yeah.
And I think we might be able to you know, it's been good. I think, and that's end of round, yeah? Think we get to hear the Maw say, "What immaculately small creatures you are." And we're gonna get hive reinforcements here. And hive reinforcements here.
Boy, am I sad I moved that direction.
And I think with that, I think we're going to call it for this episode. You can join us next episode for round 3 of trying to fight, get them all out of our home, or maybe get the people out of our home. Oh, thank you all so much for joining me for All Lancer Divine Right of Kings. How are we all enjoying fighting the Maw?
It's a slog.
Is gonna be spooky. Wait, I should see real quick before we go. So Shifa organized these people. Do these people move on their own too during the move?
Yes,
people
thank you.
step,
Yes,
or-
yes,
Cool.
yes, thank you. Middle of mech round. People move up. There we go. These people do not move up for just a collection of reasons. Just a collection.
Yeah.
Just a collection of reasons here.
Yeah.
And let's see. All right. So yeah, thank you for joining me for this episode of the Maw. Thank you all for patience as we sort of got back up to speed. I hope people had fun with an hour and a half of board meeting. I can only, it's the thing I can only ever aspire to. I'm the role playing game sicko that wants to really put people in an hour and a half of board meeting, willingly. Goodness, I'm so excited for next week on Divine Art of Kings. It's gonna be real exciting. What else can we do? We can do. Hey, I don't know why it took till today, midway through literally streaming this episode, but last week's VOD is up on the Ubis McTubis. This week's VOD will soon be up on the Ubis McTubis. I'm so excited. You guys, links in the doobly doo to all the things. This was a wonderful time. I'm so glad people are enjoying the Maw. And please, if you haven't voted already and you can vote, please vote. Very much appreciate it. And what else? I think that's it. I think we'll see you next time. Next week for the Maw getting worse. TM. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you back here next week at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Have a good night. Or time zone. I don't know.